Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. Thanks for joining me today. Hey, BB Nice Queen, Queen Diva, Latasha. Hey, Sugar. Hey, 2020 Sly. How you doing, baby girl? And Lena Pretty Eyes, thanks for joining me. And for those up in the skybox, thank you as well. Please make sure you hit that like button. I know we say it quite often here because the likes don't always match the views. And I'm trying to make sure I stay in the algorithm. I'm trying to come on more. Hey, Caramel Latte, thank you. Number 7, we got 27 people. And Caramel Latte say she number 7. Something's wrong with this picture. Listen, I don't come on here begging. You don't hear me begging. So the least you could do for a sister is to hit the like button. And I'm coming on more like I promised. So just go ahead and hit the like button. Listen, hey, Bougie Auntie, how you doing, sugar? Happy New Year's. I don't think I saw you, J Truth. Happy New Year's, baby. Hey, View. Did you see me? Okay, honey. Good to see you, View. I was worried about you, sugar. Now listen, I'm genuine. Ain't nothing about me fake, but my fingernails. But anywho, when I have a genuine concern for somebody, I will reach out to them. And if I don't see you around, and I'm normally, I normally see you around a lot, then I will reach out to you. And I had a hard time reaching out to you, but thank God she's here and she's doing well. So View, no problem. A view is a view. J Truth, thanks for joining me today, baby. And Lena, I hope everyone is doing well and enjoying their Wednesday. It was kind of warm here today. So, but of course, I was tied up in work. So it is what it is. Hey, Sassy Show, my queen, baby. Okay, you in the clouds. Thank you so much for your support. Thank everybody for their support. Some people take it for granted. I swear, I really don't. I appreciate everyone who joins me. Even when they grace my platform, I appreciate that. Okay, I will, baby. I will. Promise. I will keep you in my prayer because I do get up and pray every morning and sometime at night. I got to get better at night, but I do make sure I start my day off. Hey, DC Cool Lady Lisa Production. I just want to welcome everybody to my membership. If you haven't got a membership and you want to bless me by becoming a member, I am going to have some private videos we'll do together, Also, once a month, I'm going to hold a game show, some type of game show for prizes, and money, cash apps, of course. And then we go ahead and we're going to have private conversations, which nothing is really private here, you guys. Even if you have a membership and people don't join it, we really don't know who's joining it because a lot of people are, they have avatars. So I'm not sure who joined it. And then your membership information get out. We see that because Reed be on them, baby. They leak Kimmy's and other people memberships all the time. So nothing is really private here unless I do a Zoom, and that's not private. I could do Discord. We see that's not private. So I don't even know where we go really to be private. But anything I say on the phone or on this platform, I will stand in it. So I don't have to go private. I just have to continue to be, authentically me. My unapologetic self, me, right? So thank you and welcome to those who have joined. The membership is a $2.99 for the lowest tier. I think is Rising Rubies, and then Dazzling Diamonds is $6.99, the highest tier. And I'm trying to differentiate things to do so you could get your money. Hey, Free Thinker, thanks for joining me as a member. Jamila, Queen Diva, BB Nice, The Sassy Show. I appreciate all the members. So, and thank you all for the cash apps I receive. A lot of times I don't look at my phone. I have a thing with this yelling out. Thank you for the cash apps. Thank you for the cash app. That's just something I personally don't like to do. So when I get off, of live, and sometimes I look at my phone, people have sent me cash apps, and I'm so grateful for them. I don't take anything for granted. Even if my platform get 500 to 1,000 people in it, or I get 10,000, 100,000 membership, I always want to be humble and grateful and appreciate you all, because you don't have to really join me. You don't have to support me. So I greatly appreciate the support. So today I'm going to talk about the great orator, and I'm going to try to do the analogy. the Obama effect. Everybody remember Obama, right? I'm gonna talk about the Obama effect. I'm gonna talk about receipts. Was any receipts really shown? And at this point, I really don't care. I'm just hoping that people move forward with their litigations and we'll find out. But the storyline is getting old because they just now naming anybody, could have sent a picture. And that's true. Anybody could have sent those pictures. Tracy could have went and got those pictures on her own. The fact of the matter remains, they were inappropriate and there was some foul shit to do, point blank, period. And I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. And that's where it stands. However she got the picture, wherever she got the pictures, and however she got the pictures, it was just wrong. So that's not gonna change it, no matter how much they move the goalposts, because all this, moving the goalposts and deflecting, again, no, we're not getting answers and we're not getting real receipts. And then I'm going to talk about court cases, because there are some court cases pending. Believe it or not, there are some court cases. And again, like I said, I hope these people follow through with these cases. Now, I can tell you, Tracy and I had a conversation a while back, or she had it, and she said she didn't care too much for me. And not because anything I had done to her, but simply because she thought I was strong-willed, and she thought that both of us would be a power struggle. So she didn't care for me too much. And I don't think she ever came at me or anything, or if I ever came at her. But she just said she don't like me because she thought that I was too strong. And that's okay, because some people think I'm too strong, I'm too firm, I'm too unapologetically me. And they don't like that. And they call me fake and all that shit. But that doesn't bother me. So we're going to talk about that. And then Pastor, what happened to Pastor Wilson over there? I'll talk a little bit back about that, fake friends and alliances, and then the toxic love affair between Heat and Ness. Now, everybody a lot of people joined me last week, and they saw that I did, or beginning of this week, shit, I can't remember. They saw that I had let me slow down some, y'all. They saw that I had Heat, Ness, Pizarro, J Dunn on my platform, and we were having a conversation. And it was a good conversation, and it was a well-controlled environment. Some people like it and some people don't. So, you always get feedback. And, I'm subject to error. But anywho, some people thought that I wasn't fair to Heat, which I beg to differ. I was very fair. I gave everyone an opportunity to speak and to rebuttal, but it was just in a well controlled environment, and people are so used to, can somebody grab that membership link for me? I was working on that and I couldn't get it. Jamila, someone, can you grab that link? BB Nice or Queen Diva. But anyway, so I got this, of course, someone always send you something or make a comment. They said that they thought that he didn't get the opportunity to talk, and I beg to differ. I gave everyone an opportunity, but they so used to being in a hostile, yelling, degrading environment. So when you control like that, they don't understand the dynamics of having a dialogue. And those ladies were having a dialogue, no matter whether you liked it or not, and I got more people who thought that I did well than those who didn't think I did so well. So they say Uppity took to her platform, or somehow she had connected with Heat and said that Mz.Teavalocity treated Heat unbiased. I was unbiased. That's a lie. One thing I know, I'm a very biased and fair person. And if I am unbiased, I don't realize it because I want to give everybody the opportunity to be heard. That's why I don't allow that type of decorum over here. Because even when you dragging, roasting, gagging, or whatever they call, people want to hear it. I want to hear J Dunn roast, say Ness, and Ness turn around and rebuttal and roast her. I want to hear that. That's what we're here for, the entertainment portion of it. But it goes, it's really going beyond entertainment. And that's where it's kind of disgusting. Some of the shit being done on here is disgusting. But that yelling is a little bit too much for me. Yeah, a view is too much for me. Maybe because I'm an older woman. And plus, maybe I want to hear the people entertain me. And that's not entertainment. So this is a more, our decorum is a little different here. So they say I was unfair, but I don't, I heard her spoke a little bit, and then I had to leave because they start that yelling and screaming and hollering over on Ness. So I just decided to leave. And then I'm gonna get to Simp Dimp too. Don't let me forget Simp Dimp Diva. You might come up on that one. So anyway, Dimples have a problem with me, but I get to. So it was a very nice live to me. It was a good live, and it was one of my highest viewed lives. And people spoke highly of it. But I can't please everyone. But if he felt like that, I surely apologize to her. But I'm sure she didn't, because she thought that it was a different environment and that she thought it was well controlled. So that's my decorum over here. And I always say I don't put a gun to anyone's head. You know what I mean? They can leave, or they don't have to come, but I'm never going to cuss them or talk down on them. Just leave if you don't like my decorum over here, because I, for one, I'm not going to change for anyone. It works for me. Everybody have things that work for them well, and my decorum works for me well. Okay? So enough of that. So let's talk about the Obama effect. Everyone remember when Obama was running for president, and he mesmerized so many people because he was a great orator. He was a great orator. He was a good-looking man. He had swag, and so he mesmerized the whole country, plus some, right? And so people were so ready to vote for Obama. Now, politicians we know lie, right? YouTubers, content creators, they lie. But if they have that gift of the gab and that swag, you are more prone to believe in a lie, because you get caught. It's like a euphoric feeling. There's a high. Everybody, the drama is getting to you. The theatrics is getting to you. Everybody's cheering you on. You looking good. You got it going on. And you telling a bold-faced lie. And we have content creators who are doing just that. Now, when I drop this link, I really wish that I could get at least 4 people up here to really have somewhat like a debate on who you think is right, who you think is wrong. Now, at this point, I believe they all lying. I believe they all wrong, and they keep pointing fingers at other people, But it's easy for you to believe a lie when dramatization and theatrics are caught up in it. You could be a great orator. Like I said, it's a euphoric feeling. It's like good entertainment when you watching somebody and they telling a damn lie. And that's what's going on here. And so it's hard for people, exactly, BB Nice, it's hard for people to really see the truth, because they start gravitating towards the most entertaining. See, if you have a mellow voice and you come out here, you're kind of humble and you mellow, and you don't have all that drama, you don't have that it factor. They call it the it factor. And we know Kimmy has the it factor. She's a hell of an entertainer. She's a hell of an entertainer. Whether it's the truth or a lie, she's an entertainer, and people like that. Right, the T-Rump effect is 100% worse than other politicians, but I definitely get your point. It could be Trump, it could be Obama, but I just remember when they was going, we was all riled up and excited, enthusiastic to vote for Obama. He took the country by storm. He even had Republicans, independents. Everybody was voting for him. Different countries was there trying to vote for him. When I say vote for him, they was in favor of him. And it's just like Trump, right? So I see that happening with Kimmy, to be honest. She just got the it factor. She's a great orator. She is a great orator. So some people want to believe her because she's entertaining. Now, when I watch Kimmy, I watch Shelly. And I watched Dave Wilson because I was trying to, and that's somebody I never really care to watch. I got my own thing with him, but I wanted to get the gist of this whole thing. And I said, well, damn, this reminds me of the Trump or Obama effect. I said, now, I'm going to tell you who I believe at the end, because I saw receipts. You could talk up you could talk and talk and talk and talk. But over here, people like to prove with receipts. And I only saw a concrete receipt come from one person. And for me, that was Shelly. Again, I went over to Kimmy's to watch her because I want to be fair. I want to be unbiased. So I went over to her. I really didn't get the feeling that those was concrete receipts. And now we know that these people are great at what they do. Very smart people. articulate well. They even know how to, conjure up receipts, copy and paste and all that. But what really blew me away is I said, you know what? I don't really see no real receipts coming from her. She's entertaining the hell out of us, but I just don't see what I'm looking for. I never even saw any receipts from her, but Shelly provided a receipt. Now, people don't like Shelly because they remember her past. They remember her past. Some people have had experiences with Shelly. I haven't. That's just another channel that I really don't visit. She's never done anything to me. We don't have no bad blood, but I just don't visit that channel. I just didn't never have, the appeal to go over there, for no reason. However, I did go over there to watch her because now it appears to me like is Jess, Kimmy, Joyce, and Kiki, the guy Kiki, and is just Shelly by herself, and her army. So my thing is she's almost like the underdog here. But I believe Shelly when Shelly said this, and I told you it was something that really hit me, resonated with me when she was over on Misunderstood platform and she got silent, like she had been duped. Now I think she said it was something else. She was taking it all. But I believe at that point she felt like she had got effed over or duped by this very same people that she thought she was riding with, And whether you call me sister, we pray together and stuff like that, that doesn't really add up to a hill of beans if you backstabbing me. And that's what I believe how she felt. Now, I could be wrong, but I doubt it. I doubt if I'm wrong. So she showed the receipts and everybody is still trying to deflect from Benzone. See, all this shit started with Benzone because they didn't like Jay Dunn. That's where it all originated from, and we losing sight of that. It originated from Benzone. Benzone and them, they say conspiring to go against Jay Dunn. Now, they said they have heard some WhatsApps and some other stuff where people was conspiring against Jay Dunn. We heard Miss Paulette say she had a little bit of dibbling and dabbling in that. So they all was going against Jay Dunn. And then this erupted from everything else, you guys. I don't care about Noble and Tracy's relationship. I don't. And the storyline was who sent those pictures to Tracy. And that's what we were trying to get to the bottom of. And again, here it is Wednesday, 2 or 3 weeks later, and we still don't know. But we will never know, you guys. We will never, ever know until they go to court proceedings. When they go into litigation, IP addresses, whether you have a VPN or whether your site is down or whatever, IP addresses will be dropped. See, the FBI, law enforcement, they could get whatever they need, you guys. You could burn up your damn computer. They're going to find some type of digital footprint. So, so my thing is, Tracy's not saying where she got it from because she said she was hacked. But we all know that Tracy wasn't hacked because she had boasted about doing it until she must have caught herself or someone said something to her and then she backpedaled. So she's saying she's hacked and, they saying that it's court cases against her. She's saying no. So we all just have to wait and see. But again, I have only seen one receipt. And maybe because I didn't watch all of Kimmy, but I did watch, I believe, Shelly whole video when she showed those receipts. And that's the only thing I could stand on. She showed the receipts when Kimmy said Ben sent her those pictures. Ben's had been saying, and everybody ignoring Ben's. Her and Jay Dunn got their own thing going. But that's the original state of it. I didn't send no pictures. Ben's didn't send any pictures. And whether Shelly and Benz is on the ins and out, I don't know, or Kimmy who's on the ins and out, they still stand with that. Benz did not have those pictures and she did not send them. And that's where it all originated from. That point right there to prove that Benz sent those pictures and that they were all conspiring against Jay Dunn to have her locked up, have charges. And then they left Benz out and, ass out. Because now she don't have the same people who were siding with her unless she still have who she called Shells. I think her and Shells is still good. you know. But people tend to believe lies because, again, you get mesmerized by the theatrics, the dramatization, and the oration, and the enunciation, the pronunciations, the articulation. You get kind of, blindsided by that instead of sticking to the truth. Please make sure you hit that like button. So we know that people are just telling outright lies, but you want to believe them because you like that person. And that's where I have a problem at. Like I said, I don't have no dislike for none of those ladies, none of them. I have a problem with people lying, trying to pull a wool over my eyes, trying to piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. That's what I have a problem with, because I tend to see through the bullshit and the lies, and again, a bunch of these people are trying to throw us off and deflect so they can get the heat off, because now they know that their asses are in trouble. Believe me, if this lady pursues this misunderstood and she move forward, like they say she's going to move forward, someone told me she's going to move forward. If she moves forward, their ass is in trouble. And a couple of them. If Jay done move forward which I think she will, then she has so much evidence. See, because people can't stay off YouTube. They can't stop talking. Everywhere we go, to include myself, we're talking about it. So people are implicating themselves. People are basically spilling the bean and the tea, or whatever we call it, on themselves and other people involved. So they all have a collective amount of evidence that they could present for their cases. So again, hopefully you will pursue her case and it will move forward, and we'll see exactly who sent the pictures. Now, in my heart of hearts, I believe I know who sent the pictures. But that's me. I could be wrong. It could be somebody no one ever discussed. Now, I heard him over on Ronnie Q's, and ZX had a good point over there. I was over at the Ronnie Q's house. I love me some Ronnie Q. She be staying on Kimmy's neck, though. God damn, she stay on Kimmy's neck. But anywho, and ZX and them jumped up there, and they had a couple of questions for him. And, it turned into a little fighting match. And I started to get on the platform, but my discernment said, keep your ass down. It was mellow at one point. So I was like, well, let me join Ronnie Q, because, she always graced my platform, or she supports me. And lo and behold, as I'm sitting there thinking, and I talked to Diva, and she said, yeah, go up there. Ronnie Q always supports you, and, come on your platform. I said, Diva, no. She said, well, why? I said, Diva, no. And no more than 10 minutes later, all hell breaks loose. And one thing about me is I come down here and do my commentary, right? But I'm never malicious. I'm never diabolical. I don't get deep down and dirty in the mess. And I don't foresee myself doing that, because I know me. And that's just not where I'm trying to go. So I didn't go up there, and then all hell broke loose. So ZX, I understood what ZX was saying when they was questioning him. But I think because you're not well received, people aren't well received when you do some shit yourself and people don't like you. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to hear you. They just want to make you a lie or paint you as the bad person as they perceive you to be. And I think that's what was happening with ZX. So he got into it with what's the people of the game and stuff like that. But he was saying anybody could have sent the pictures, because we all, and when he used the word we all, that was to include himself, and that's where they thought he was lying. But he meant that those pictures had been out in the black sector. See, they knew her before we knew her. So he was saying, well, any of us could have sent it. And they was like, oh, you lying, you could have sent it, you could have gave it to Kim. But I knew where he was coming from. Hey, Hershey Kiss. He was saying that the pictures have been around and anyone could have sent them, and who he thought sent them. But yeah, I prayed, God, said, Lord, I'm so glad you give me discernment, because I didn't get my ass up there. And, I remember being on Pizarro's platform one time, and I think I was just traveling along. I was on somebody's platform. No, it was Triple Reds. I was up there and I was vibing and stuff like that. And it was Triple Red and I, and it might have been some other people. And then all of a sudden, my baby Pizarro jumps in there, and all hell breaks loose. And I just dropped down. And so Diva called me. She said, why did you get off the platform? Because I never want to put myself into that situation when things get so chaotic and the yelling and the cussing and the hollering. That's just not who I am, and I'm not going to become that person. So I got my ass down quick, jumped in the chat, and just watched the show. I was like, whew, that was a close call. You know, if I don't like the word bitches being called and dragging kids and doing all that crazy thing, I don't want to be right in the midst of it. So I thank God for my discernment. So I didn't go on there, but I understood where he was coming from. He was saying really anyone could have sent those pictures because they all knew of her and she had been in their circle. So I was like, I understand where he coming from, but again, sometimes is the messenger, not the message, but we look at the messenger instead of getting the message. Okay, so enough of that. There was no receipts. I'm going to believe that Shelly is telling the truth. She was shocked, and I truly believe when she didn't want to go along with the lie, and that shit got too deep for her, she bailed out. Good, bad, or indifference, whether you like her or not, I believe she told the truth. And right there, start disassimilating their relationship. Right there was the end of their relationship. And Joyce, the little lap dog, went somewhere else. And the reason why I say that about Joyce, because I have been watching Joyce since I've been on here, and it seemed like she go wherever the wind blows. You know, she's not strong. She doesn't stand on her own. You know, it's easy for you to make her what they call a do girl or a flunky. And I really do see that in Joyce, because I remember her with Five Baby. I remember her with Bama. Now I know her with Kimmy. She was with Jay Wilson with the Rider Lot Live. She was with Rebel Son, I think. So she's been around. But I'm going to tell you this, for me, and I'm going to drop the link and we can have like a little nice debate or something like that. I'm going to stand on Shelly. I believe that girl was shocked, and when they wanted her to lie, she showed the receipts and she said, well, can you back that up? And they couldn't back it up. She said, I'm getting the hell up out of here, because she knew charges probably was going to come her way, and she didn't want to be implicated in the charges, because I do believe that some charges will have been pressed. You know, some people say they got a case number, some people say they don't. So we got a lot of court shit going on here. And here's the unfortunate thing, that this is supposed to be entertainment, and now all of a sudden everybody's being drugged into court for some reason, for just little idle threats. Some of these threats are just idle. You know, they have done, it's getting darker and darker. It has been dark, but it's getting darker. And now everyone is going to the courts now. And that's some crazy shit. Hopefully they will penalize people for bringing in false charges, or these little frivolous charges, and they will start prosecuting them or penalizing them, and they'll stop doing that shit and just keep it on YouTube. Okay? So that's what I think about that. No, I wasn't unfair. I wrote notes to court cases. Now, Tracy, let me tell you about the Tracy and Noble thing. I don't care about Tracy and Noble's relationship, because when you think about it, apparently both of them like the funk, the dirt, the two little shoes, the lungs, and the not cleaning, the fruit fly. They like something about each other, and now that they decided that they don't want to have a relationship, they bringing that shit down here. But it makes both of them look bad, because if you thought that he stunk, he smoked too much, he had bad lungs, or he was dirty, or he was a liar, or he was a loser, he didn't pay his child support, he was a piece of shit, you decided that you wanted that piece of shit in your life. And the only reason why now he's such a piece of shit is because you all are no longer together, and y'all putting your stuff out here on YouTube. Now that's a fact. He wasn't a piece of shit when you had him. You know, when you was kissing on him, and my baby, my hug. So Tracy, he wasn't a piece of shit then. Tracy wasn't a this, whatever he called Tracy, because I didn't watch Nobles. I just heard a little bit of him here and there. Again, the story wasn't appealing to me because I didn't care. Because my main thing was, if that's what you thought about me in the first place, you shouldn't have never been with me. I must have not been too bad of a person for you to kiss or hug on me, and for us to meet up and to consider moving in with each other. You guys couldn't have been that bad to each other. And the unfortunate thing is, you have brought this shit down here on YouTube. And so now we're making commentary. Sometimes you should just walk away from a relationship because it makes both of y'all look bad. It make you look bad, Tracy, and Noble, it makes you look bad. When you talk about her and talk about her hygiene or whatever you talk about, you look like a damn fool because you was kissing and humping on it. Tracy, when you talk about him and talk about what a bad person is, you look like a damn fool because you was kissing and humping on him. You had invited him to your house. So you understand what I'm saying? So I didn't really give a damn about Noble and Tracy's relationship. It's their relationship. It wasn't mine. So I went over to Benz's yesterday. I don't know how the hell I got over on Benz's. I heard a little bit of less than clean. Yeah, they talk about their hygiene and everything, but I heard Noble say that she didn't have hygiene. So I'm not going to talk about her hygiene. But anywho, whatever they called each other, they both was made for each other because they was going to move in with each other. So they were good enough for each other then to me, and they good enough for each other now to me. To me. All this other shit is just being mean and vicious and hateful to each other now because the relationship is over. Because too many things come on YouTube. So I went over to Benz's. For some reason, I don't know her, her video popped up, and I said, well, let me listen to Benz because I don't have anything against Benz either. I just think Benz appeared to be very weak. But this the second video. The first one, she talked plenty of shit. She talked plenty of shit and she stood in what she said. From the very beginning, she said, I did not send those pictures. I did not have those pictures. And that's what I'm trying to talk about. Y'all trying to deflect and talk about all this other stuff, but I'm trying to talk about y'all lying, saying I sent those pictures. So I went over there and Ben said, people want her to answer, Kimmy and whoever, throwing slugs at her and stuff. They want her to answer, but she says she had too many things going on in real life. She's focusing on her upcoming court case. Now, the upcoming court case, I believe, is with Jay Dunn. And we just have to see how that play out, But I'm going to say this. Jay Dunn has enough evidence to move forward or defend herself or whatever she need. Her lawyer has enough evidence because she has been on plenty of platforms and they have been talking about it and different people have been implicated. And I know she have been collecting videos for her defense case, for her case coming up. I know that about Jay Dunn. She have been collecting a lot of videos. So, but I'm going to say this too. Ben said she's prepared. She says she's tried to reach out and send Jay Dunn an olive branch so they could talk about it so it don't move forward. Now, my thing was Ben is doing that because she don't have that back now. And do she believe she have sufficient amount of evidence? She says she have some other evidence that we don't know about. And she's focusing on her court case with Jay Dunn. So don't expect her to come down here and answer Kimmy, Joyce, or no one else because she says she's focusing. Her main focus is on basically, this is what she said. They got names for each other. One is 7-Eleven. Thank you. One is 7-Eleven and the other one name is AutoZone. So she's focusing on 7-Eleven and 7-Eleven says she's focusing on AutoZone and she's collecting plenty of evidence. So we have to wait for that court case as well. After that, I would hope that people will get back to the entertainment and leave it on YouTube. Stop getting so vicious and malicious and diabolical with this shit. It's supposed to be entertainment for us. I think if they continue to do stuff like that, people will, I guess people will just turn away from them. I don't know, because it's not entertaining every time we dragging somebody to court, so I don't know. Let's see what they say. Now JD Ben's case is petty. I bet none of those people, I'm juicing up Ben's to file. And that's why I believe she reached out to Jay Dunn to stop this shit. But Jay Dunn was like, nope, you shouldn't have did it. Because for me, from what I see, and just from observation and what I hear, Jay Dunn has a strong case of conspiracy. Yeah, she really do. That people conspired to get her locked up or off of YouTube or whatever. I don't think it was that deep because I heard when that took place. Yep. So that's my thing. And so we have to wait and see that. Now, Pastor Wilson. Now, let me tell y'all something. Pastor Wilson, I don't go over to Jay Wilson's because he's just not my cup of tea. He's just not my cup of tea. I remember when I first came on, I used to go over there for some little spiritual on Sunday, his little service and support him. And then I started seeing, basically for me, not judging, I just started to see, wolf in sheep's clothing. And I didn't think he was my cup of tea after that. I started seeing him getting money hungry and really backing away from what he said, what he came down here to do, to preach on Sunday and stuff. So now they must have got a hold to his church. And I don't know, they playing clips of him, I guess, singing in the choir or whatever. I didn't get too into that. And he feels some kind of way. And so he said the church is going to pursue it. Him and the church will get together and they will pursue it. They'll find out where that video clip come from. Now, if it's public, you could go to church on Sundays on YouTube. And so if it's public, it's not much that they probably going to do because it's just showing the clip. But here's the problem with me. Here's the problem for me with Pastor Jay Wilson. You was down here doing all that shit and that dirt with some of these very people. You was loving the stuff, the entertainment for your coinage. You was loving it. You was everywhere. Every time something happened, you would report on it. And now all of a sudden, you don't want to report on it. You don't want to report on it. You don't want to say nothing. But when I noticed when that Kimmy thing happened, they were over on your platform. You were doing politics and celebrity and the church stuff. You were doing that YouTube, but Coins drew you back over here. Everybody is going to change their style of commentary and their YouTube, their content creating to something different when the waters get real rough out here. When shit get real rough, you guys want to say, oh, I'm changing my content. I'm going to do this now. Now, listen. You could do what you want. I could say today, oh, well, I think somebody say they praying for you. Some people say, oh, well, I'm going to change my commentary. I'm just tired of this. It's getting to be too much. And that's what the pastor said. But it wasn't too much just 2 days ago when you made the video and you had those people on your platform and you commenced to want to know all that was going on because you were just trying to be fair. You were trying to be fair, but actually you were trying to let Shelly get her, her part out. And you had swayed towards Shelly like me. Thank you, Queen Diva. Just like me, I tend to believe Shelly. Now, some people I talk to say, no, Shelly's a liar. She's a snake. Shawshank Shelly. They make all these names up too. But let me tell you something. My heart of hearts tell me that she's legit. She may have some hand in some way in some of this, but I don't believe she wanted to follow through with the lie because I know the shit is going to hit the fan and they know it too. They know it too. But Pastor Wilson, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that you said they call in your church. Now that's mucked up. That's a little bit too much. I'm sorry they call in your church, but sometimes you just can't turn and switch in the middle of the street. You have to wait for the cars go by. So you're going to have to ride this out before you just all of a sudden want to change. You want to change. Now you want out. Thank you, J Truth. You wanted a membership? Okay, good evening, Can't Stop. So now you want to change your focus and you want to be humble and meek and I just this and we're going to work it out. I don't have the link because somebody grabbed the link for me to give to J Truth. 2 trolls got lucky. What trolls got lucky, Diva? I don't know what 2 trolls got lucky. Trey is not a troll, but Trey don't always come down. And so now they saying they go call his church, so he's going to have a meeting with his church and stuff. I think it's messed up, y'all. I don't think we should take shit off YouTube. I don't think we should really cause each other harm, especially as Black people. We have enough, odds against us for us to continue to degrade and to try to harm and hurt our own people, but that's the game you guys play. Here it is. I think this is it. Is that the membership? Thank you. Life with Jamila. That's the membership. Life with Jamila just dropped it. I think that's just messed up, you guys. We should, Cause remember this. I want y'all to remember two things, and then I'm gonna drop this link. For one, the reason why I don't believe in these bullshit alliances and fake friends is because they all have done something egregious to each other. They all have done some bad, foul, malicious shit to each other. And I don't believe people forgive like that. If they forgive like that, it's only for them to link up to go against other people or for them to link up for whatever reason. But you never, ever, ever forget what someone's done to you or how they made you feel. So when it comes to them being real, true friends, loyal to each other, I don't believe it. And that's just me. And maybe because that's the person I am. He desires to remain in the beef sector. No, if he want to make a change, baby, he got to get out the beef sector. If you really want to get out the beef sector, you can't jump in and out of it. But again, be right back, get my lights. Again, people don't forget the way he was all in it and now he wants to back out because, again, it's affecting his real life. But it was affecting his real life before. And he was all about the coins. See, I'm here for the coins. I'm just doing my show. I'm just entertaining. Girl, baby, ooh, hey, ooh. I'm just entertaining. But now, is affecting him in real life, which I think is really messed up, Jay Wilson. Not for 1 minute that I think that it's okay for what these people are doing. But you have been messy with him. You guys have went below the belt. Whether you say that you cross boundaries or not, perhaps the person that things was done to, or you allow people on your platform to do certain things, is all the same. They holding you accountable for it. And again, it's the coins that keep you here. Because if I was you and this shit was affecting my real life like that, every year is something. Somehow these people get to you, to your real life. Please hit the like button and thank you. So my thing is, if you really want it out, you should just get out, Jay Wilson. You should just get out. I need the membership link. They dropped it, baby. J Truth, thank you so much, but they dropped it. I think you should just get out. Don't forget, you all are subcontractors. We are, but again, too, some subcontractors don't work the same. Even though we work together, we don't work the same. All these people are my subcontractors, if that's what you want to call, but we still don't work the same. My work ethics is a little different than his and some others. But when you lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas, and that's just the bottom line. So again, he has to deal with it. It's an unfortunate situation that these people are now calling his church. The church folks will look at him, they just digging and digging, because again, somewhere along the line, he have crossed boundaries with people on here. And this is the way they get back. Don't play the dirty game if you don't want the dirty game played with you. Okay? So that's it. So that was the last thing. Again, I don't believe there's no real friends other than people who don't get deep down dirty with this stuff and don't do this stuff. I have real friends on here, but we don't act like this. We don't do these things. But these people have done so much to each other. Do you know people have gotten hurt, mentally hurt, from the things that have been said to them, and they have created some harsh characters now. They have, they have become desensitized now. They don't give a shit. Whatever happens, happens. They are so desensitized down here, is ridiculous. And I haven't gotten to that point, and I pray that I never get to that point. Okay? So either he wants in or he wants out. Then maybe some will leave, but enough like him to stay. You won't lose all your subscribers because you don't do drama. You won't. You won't get as many coins because this is a drama sector. But you don't have to just get deep down dirty with this sector. You don't have to do that. You just have to come on. I think enough people like him, enough people been with him. I think he'll fare out well, but he got to really pick and choose. Am I going to be in the beef sector or I'm going to be out? Now, he should have known that if he did all that, what he did the other day, that somebody would feel some kind of way. Any time you come down here and do commentary and it's not in the favor of someone, they going to feel some kind of way. You know, I get blowback all the time, believe it or not. Y'all may not always see it, but I get comments. I've gotten, emails and stuff. It is what it is. Anytime I come down here and deliver commentary, someone's not going to like my commentary. And it is what it is. So I think when he made his first announcement that he was leaving, he should have stayed gone. He should have. He had did something else, and I think people were liking him. So, hey, Kimberly Black Queen, how are you? I think people were liking him, and he should have just stayed there. But nope. See, he knew this was a hot story. So he knew that he would get good views off of it. So the coins drug him back here. And that's for the love of money is the root of all evil. That's biblical. I don't know what people believe, but I believe it wholeheartedly. That's why I don't get too caught up on money, because for the love of money is the root of all evil. He knew this was a hot story, and so he was going to take it and make commentary just like everyone else. And I think it cost him a little bit because some people felt some kind of way. Whether you want to believe it or not, at one point when you run in circles like that, you have to pick a side. You just have to pick a side. They just want you to pick a side because you're all up in the mix. So, hey, you gonna ride with me or you ain't gonna ride with me? And if we done some dirt together, because a lot of them do that. Hey, warrior, but a lot of them do that behind the scenes shit. So they all get their hands dirty together. So, hey, if you ever done some dirt with me, I'm about to put you on blast. We either gonna be stuck together because soon you walk away. We have a mad day down here. Hey, JD, he said he was gone last fall until Smelly roped him into the plot to get me in trouble. See, exactly. And so now people will be exposed. I believe that. That's what made him come back in October. Okay. CJ does say one thing. But again, if you go play with him, you go play with him. If you're not going to play with him, don't play with him. You can't, you can't be lukewarm. There you go. I just was going to say that. You can't be lukewarm when you're dealing with the Lord and when you play with demons. And that's a fact. I just was going to say you can't be lukewarm. You can't straddle the fence. Now, let me tell you something. We all fall short. We all sin. And God is a loving God, and he's a forgiving God. But when you playing like you a pastor and you a preacher and you doing all this and you giving and you playing, no, God's going to expose you and he going to make you pay for that. It's sort of like blasphemy. You just shouldn't do that. And I notice he have a habit of doing that, and now he's paying for it. That's just me. Hello, Mz.Teavalocity. I enjoyed your live the other night with Ness and J Dunn. I'm a bush watcher, and I hope you got my cash app. I did. Thank you, baby. You just got here, but I did say thanks for the cash apps. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for that gratitude. I appreciate that very much. There were a lot of people watching and waiting because, hold on, y'all. I'm going to drop this link. Y'all know my hour is almost there. I think I do damn good. I go for a whole hour before I drop the link. There were a lot of people watching and waiting because they knew it was just a matter of time for him to dip his foot back in. Well, it's hard to because they get used to the money, you guys. They get used to the money. And again, when you let the money rule you, thank you, J Truth, then it is what it is. It is. It is what it is. Hey, Pop Out Gang, what's happening, baby? Drive safe. Love you. So I participate. Okay, let me see. I participate in his other content, but he just wouldn't give it time before coming back to the mess. Because what happened, they see the money dip and they see the viewership dip. And so they afraid to stay consistent because I guess they have depended on this money. One way or the other, the money must help them out some. So they depend on the money. And when that check is cut, then you have to run back to what you know. That's just like the analogy I made before. If I got imprisoned for drugs or selling drugs or whatever, and I did 10, 20 years in prison, if you put me back in the same environment around the same people, then 9 times out of 10, if you don't give me no tools to work with to make me a better me, I'm going to go back to what I know. Fast money, this fast money form. You come on here, you bring people on your platform, you let them do a bunch of yelling, and you act like you mediating stuff, and you let people cuss and call bees, and you start calling bees and cussing and stuff. That's what happens. So he was roped back in. I think the beef sector YouTube is an addiction for many. It's an addiction for me too. I must say, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I like it too. It begins to look like you are playing in the faces of your subbies. Well, a lot of them doing it. I just said the analogy with the Obama and the Trump effect, where people get mesmerized, they get this euphoric feeling. You're a great orator. You stimulating the crowd, and the people love it. They love it. They love it, and they start believing your beautiful little lies. How do you gift? I don't know, baby. How you gift, J Truth? I don't know. I tried to catch up on a little bit of this membership crap today, and I had to come on, and I don't like people waiting. But I dropped the link. So I dropped the link. If we ain't going to go into depth of what's going on, then I am going to get out here in an hour. Please, before you hit the link, know the decorum for Mz.Teavalocity panel. No B words. Yep. They were mad because a lot of people think I give Jay Dunn a pass, and I didn't catch. But let me tell you something. Thank you, Redbone, Queen Diva, all my mods, and the people who alerted me to Ness calling Pizarro a B, because I never heard her call Pizarro the B word until it was the very end, and I was allowing her to close out. Hey, just read my book. And then she called Pizarro a B. And I don't like that. That was a level of disrespect for me. And I felt some kind of way because I was really trying to give her a fair play. But then, too, you guys, you have to understand this. Some people don't know how to conduct themselves, any other way, because they so used to calling each other, degrading each other is very hard. And I think those ladies did well for a 2-hour live to even maintain that long without calling names and respecting me. However, I was disappointed when I heard her call Pizarro a B. Everybody know I like Pizarro. I like Jay Dunn. I don't have a thing. I like Ness, And so I really wanted them women to talk, and they did just that. But at the end, she called her B, and I didn't appreciate that. Okay. Again, it's hard to break habits. They do this shit every day, all night, all day. You could come on and people on the platform all night. They don't even go to sleep, baby, because they on this platform. They on the platforms all night. They going from live to live. They don't even shut their body down because they so addicted to YouTube. They're so addicted to YouTube. Please make sure y'all hit that like. Now, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I look at this one. Look at this troll. I hope y'all be careful in gifting, that we don't gift trolls. We don't. And Diva says she thinks she made a mistake gifting the troll. So I put that guy in timeout. I'll probably kick him out. But I'm gonna drop this link one more time. But again, people are more apt to believe lies when you're entertaining. When you're entertaining, it is what it is. They'll believe your lies before they believe the truth. Like I said, I have my take on it. Who I believe and who I don't believe, and I don't care whether they like it or not. So I've been here an hour. No one's coming up. Thank you. So thank you, BB Nice. I am going to get ready to get off of here. I did an hour and I am tired. I talked about the court cases. You guys just keep an eye out on it. We will find out in this month or next month who sent it, if they pursue it. And we'll also see what happens with Jay Dunn and Benzone. It is what it is. It is what it is. Unfortunately, people get caught up with the wrong people and they trust them, and then they put them up to do shit, And that's what happened. Hey, Queen, what's going on, Queen? Oh, and let's not forget Simple Dimple. Oh, tell me the Simple Dimple.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm gonna go on mute. Yep.
Okay. Let me tell that little rag mop head Dimples a thing or two. He always has something negative to say about not gay. For two, he don't even know his identity yet. And if he keep messing with me, he must forget I'm right here. I live right here by him in Jersey. I
No
would go
threat.
to his church and let Granny know he on here being a shim. Okay, he better
No,
leave me
no,
alone.
not nobody's church. We already got people going to people's church. Turn your TV down.
Exactly.
But Dimples has
Exactly.
a problem with me. Wherever Dimples go, if they mention my name, and my name have been ringing in these streets because I've
Mm-hmm.
had some good shows and people talk about it, right? The first thing he say is, I'm a closeted lesbian. Why would I be a closeted lesbian when I could be myself? I don't know why. So he asked them over on
Exactly.
Nessus. I think I don't know what night it is. Thank you. Happy Black History Month. Thank you, Queen Kimberly. Can I say something about Mz.Teavalocity? They was talking about something else. Uh Anybody else think that Mz.Teavalocity is a lesbian?
No,
Didn't he say
wait, let me get it right. A thick tongue lesbian.
a thick tongue lesbian?
Yeah.
Like what the hell?
Curious George. I want to drag that Curious George looking something. He got a lot of nerve. He don't know what he is. I want to let him have it so bad with that mop on his head, with that
Just
fake
looking
avatar, because
trifling.
he does not look like that.
No, just looking trifling. But Diva, we gotta, and unfortunately, he can't come out and be who he is. So he wants to project that on me.
Exactly.
But anytime I want to turn gay, straight, or whatever, I can because my family don't have a problem. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait, hold on. I'm getting a message.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, I really don't appreciate Dimples. Always got something to say, and he has.
I don't know
So
why.
wherever you
Hey,
go, hey, Jay Dunn. I'll mute. I'm gonna let you have the floor, Jay
no,
Dunn, because I'm
no. I
done.
just all I did was say, hey, finish your
Hey,
sentence.
baby. No, I'm sick of Dimples, JD. I'm so sick of Dimples. Always have something negative to say about Mz.Teavalocity, which everybody don't like her. But he don't even have a problem with her. He don't even know her. So what is his issue? I wish he could hit this link and bring his little punk
Oh
behind it here, so
no.
I could tell him a thing or two.
Dimple
Curious
really
George
need help.
looking so and so.
Dimple need help. Dimple can't be himself, and I think he have a problem.
Okay.
Because to be honest with you, I think he wants to live as a woman, and he won't be accepted. So good-looking women tend to threaten him, and I guess I'm a threat to him because I can live
Fact.
my life. I'm a nice-looking woman, and there's a lot of people who like me. It's only Dimples, but every time they give him an opportunity, he turns the whole conversation about me being a thick-tongued lesbian. What's up, JD?
Nothing. I was in your live earlier and
Yes,
I
baby.
had to run off for only a few minutes, but then I came right back and hurry up and click your link. But yeah, we could talk about dimples and then I'll tell
Yeah.
y'all what I done heard. It's
Stand them.
very juicy.
Ooh, tell us something
Yeah.
juicy, JD.
Well, so
Look.
Sean Bradley came live and he was only live for like maybe 7 minutes.
Mhm.
And he read a few receipts from that court WhatsApp group that they had.
What is that, J
Okay.
Dunn?
So WhatsApp is basically an app that you can use where you can talk in a group without your number being revealed, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Like you
Mhm.
can join the group with your phone
Mhm.
number, and then
Mhm.
you can get text messages directly to your phone through that app from everybody that's in the group. So according to Kimmy's Live a couple of days back, it was like 32 people up in that group. Kimmy said it was content creators and tons of subbies that Shelly had brought up in there. And so Shelly was denying that group. But long story short, Sean Bradley said that Kimmy sent him 150 screenshots from out of that group. And
Mm.
he read about two or three of the messages. A
Mhm.
girl, the plot thickens. Um, the plot thickens. And it seemed like Paulette was involved much more than what
Ooh,
people know.
hey, pop out, baby. Hold on.
Cause she
Hey, how
can't
you
Hey,
doing?
stand
Pop.
you, Jay Dunn. She always got something to say about you.
Yeah. Jay
Uh,
Dunn, how was Paulette involved? Oh shit, spill the tea.
Because Paulette was a part of that
Uh,
group. Remember Paulette argued with me on Lady Nika's and said she was gonna call my probation officer.
I
All of
remember.
them. I'm telling you, it was so many of them that would argue with me somewhere, then threaten to call, and that's how Paulette got up in the group. Paulette said that she was going to potentially try to get me hemmed up for elder abuse, which I said this before. I said this before, but people thought that I was joking. No, so
Wow.
Paulette was a part of the group, and the messages that Sean read happened after Paulette had talked too much on running cues, and after Sean. Remember when Sean did that live and he told me to subpoena everybody to the
Yeah,
court?
I remember. Mm-hmm.
That's when they got real active up in that group, including AutoZone. And she was like, if she subpoena everybody to the court, including Paulette, Paulette gonna sing like a bird. And he read that verbatim in the receipts.
Oh shit.
So right. So what I think is Kimmy had these receipts, but she ain't show them like that
Mhm.
because if she show them, she gonna be
It would be implicated.
implicating herself.
Yeah. So they was
So that
all conspiring.
she sent a ton of them to Sean. He said like 150.
So they
She
was
sent all of them to
conspiring.
Sean.
Jay Dunn, did it sound? I mean, did you hear them conspiring against you to try to set you up or something?
That's what I'm telling you. Yes.
Damn. You
They
take
started
it?
scrambling up in the group. It's 32 people up in the group. And at least, I want to say, Kimmy said at least 6 or 7 of them are content creators and the rest are subbies or they subbies or moderators or whatever up in that group.
Yeah, BB
So yeah,
saying,
they
yeah,
started scrambling because they didn't like that Sean was advising me to get everybody subpoenaed. It's very interesting. You would have to hear it for yourself.
okay, I'll go over there. I'll go over there and listen. What's up, Pop Out?
hey, can y'all hear
Hey,
me?
Hey Pop.
Hey, how
hey,
you doing?
Pop.
Y'all know I don't know how to do this because I was on mute. I didn't know I was on mute all the time.
Go ahead, Pop. What's
How
up?
you doing? Nah, I just wanted to come and say, hey, Miss Teavalocity, you doing a great job. I'm very proud of you. You doing your thing. I just
Thank
wanted to come
you,
up and say that.
Pop. Thank you.
And I also want to say, Miss Dimples,
Oh, no, that's Mr. Dimples.
please,
Mr. Dimples.
Mr. Dimples, yes, Mr.
Yeah.
Dimples. This is my
Yeah, he's
auntie
the
right here.
man.
If you
Mhm.
don't do that, because if you continue to disrespect my auntie, you live where I live at.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna snatch your wig off.
Ooh.
I'm gonna expose you.
Ooh. Oh,
That's
okay.
right, nephew. That's right. Let him know what will happen.
Well, yeah. Okay, nephew.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. I don't want. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say
Shit,
too
I'll
much.
be in court next.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
don't like that. That's a whole grown man. Like, that's a whole grown
Yeah.
man. You know what I mean?
Just bother me
Pick on somebody your
constantly.
own size.
Yep. Just constantly bothering me for no reason. I've never even said nothing to Simp Dimp. Simp Dimp just got it in for me everywhere Dimple goes. I'm telling you, if they mention my name, he has to say, "Oh, yeah, anybody else think that's a lesbian? I can't stand. She's a this, she's a fake, she for no reason." I
I,
never
I,
even say nothing to Simp Dimp.
I don't like these. I don't like these men pressing these women like that. It's just like it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
Well,
crazy.
on Ness's the other night when she came up there and said it, I clicked the link and went back up there to correct her.
Sure
And then
did, Jay.
once I corrected her, she dropped down. I think
Oh,
she dropped down. Yeah, I think she did. Cause
She did.
she didn't expect me to say that. But I mean, that's real. That's real.
mhm.
Her,
Y'all put up that notice, please. That
her
opinions
shoulders
of
broader than mine. Talking about, you know what I mean? His shoulders broader than mine. God damn.
thank you,
With a size
thank you,
16
Michi.
shoe. With a size 16 shoe. Looking like
Uh,
Homie the Clown.
Oh my
looking like
God.
looking like
Curious George.
yeah, looking
Oh
like
goodness.
Magic Johnson with a wig on.
Oh Jesus.
That's a
Well,
good one.
hit that the opinions of the panel is not the hosts. Y'all hit that diva. Diva, hit that for me. Yeah, get that for me. But anywho, thank you, Pop. Good looking
Uh,
out for me. Thank you.
I,
Look,
I'm gonna
DC,
jump. I'm gonna jump down. I don't want to say too much. I just want to say I love y'all. Y'all keep doing y'all
love you
thing.
too, baby.
Pop.
Yep.
Uh, what up, Doc?
Love
Pop.
you.
They done said something.
So the next time I'm on the panel with Dimples, you want me to tell her what you said in case she missed it?
Yeah, you can tell her. Him.
Okay, okay.
You
I'm
can
gonna
tell
be
her.
like, it's a man in New Jersey that say leave his aunties alone. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you're gonna have to see him. How about that?
yeah.
Hmm.
I'm right around the corner. I'm right around the corner. We can meet up wherever you
Okay,
want.
Okay.
She
okay,
won't.
yeah. She come on the platform with me, so I
Not
definitely
see,
let her
it's
know.
not a CJ done. Get it right.
Well,
He.
I
We're
look
not.
I,
We're not using
when I'm
pronouns. We're not
angry
using
with
pronouns.
Dimples, I do change up the pronouns. I'm not
okay.
angry with her currently, so I'm
Okay.
gonna try to keep it
Okay.
correct because I am a part of that community.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Right.
And I
Okay.
respect that community. I respect that community. But he's a boy.
You got. You got to. You
I
got. You got.
understand.
You got to be a pro to use the noun. You know what I'm talking about? But
Exactly. And
yeah,
he's not a
Wow.
pro.
I
he ain't a
understand.
pro at that. He ain't a pro at that. You
Oh
understand?
wow. Mm. Let's just be careful, y'all. Okay, enough of
Yeah.
dimples. Thank
All
you,
right.
All
Pop
right,
Pop.
Tiva.
I'm get off. I
I'm
love y'all.
Much
done.
love. Be
Love
safe.
you too. I'm
Ooh,
out, Tiva. I'm out.
wig
We
snatcher
done
is
up here with
so
you.
I know I come from a long line of wig snatchers. Yeah, let's no wig snatcher, y'all. Let's behave ourselves. Bye bye. See y'all later. I'm a member. Thank you, whoever gifted me. Okay. I don't know who that is, but see, when you give
Yeah,
people,
see,
you
that's
know,
the that's the one that I gifted. I know
well,
who's who, Tiva.
oh, I don't know. You just gift people who subscribe, so that person is subscribed to me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So Jay Dunn, finish telling us about the WhatsApp. So they was conspiring. So you got that, right? And what
Uh-huh.
else?
Yeah.
What else?
Well, the WhatsApp it basically lists the names of the people that was putting messages up in there. It's just like a text message.
Oh,
If
okay.
me and you text each other, or me, you, Queen Diva, BB Nice, and Jamila was all up in the group message.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime that one of us responded, it's gonna say who is saying what. And so I guess Kimmy went through there and screenshotted all of the threads, the talking points, and I guess she must have had scrolled up to like September when she started with her screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least October. No, it had to be November. Because Sean did, or at least what Sean read was November. But I think she screenshotted a lot. But when Sean did that live talking about conspiracies, that was in November. And she screenshotted how they started scrambling. People was messaging up in there. Sean could
Mm.
see the names of the people that's in there. But he left a couple of people anonymous, except for the main key players that we know of.
So who was the
But
main key players?
Shelly and them, which
I
Shelly,
know.
Kimmy, AutoZone, they the main ones. They the
Mm,
main ones.
mm.
Joyce was up in there, but I don't know if he read anything that Joyce said. It was a lot of them up in there.
Wow.
Mm,
Wow,
yeah,
wow, wow.
but it was people that didn't know that Kimmy had sent that. But that's the thing. Kimmy screenshotted, sent it to Sean, and didn't try to hide anybody's names or phone numbers or any of that stuff in
So
there.
she's saying if I go down, everybody going down. Basically, shit. If I go down, everybody going down. Then.
Well, she sent it to Sean. And Sean read off a little bit, but again, his live was very brief. If it was 7 minutes, if it was, he just came, dropped that T, said what he said, read off some stuff that AutoZone said up in there that's very incriminating about the
Really?
plot. AutoZone and Shelly going back and forth because Sean had said that it should be everybody should get subpoenaed to court in
Mm,
November. So
mm.
AutoZone and Shelly started kind of going back and forth up in there, worried about that. And like they were saying, that they don't even know why Sean is trying to help me, and he ain't gonna be satisfied until I turn on him, and all this type of crazy mess up in that message. And he read
Wow.
those. Yeah,
Wow, he read
he read
that.
those. Then they was like, well, if he gonna keep doing it, then Club Chat need to go to court too because they conspiring against us on the Patreon and on the Zoom. That's what they said.
Oh, wow. Damn, that's crazy.
But it ain't no conspiring against them on no dang on Patreon and Zoom
No.
because Sean said all of that publicly initially. But I guess they concerned now, or at least back then in November when those screenshots were taken,
Mhm.
was that Club Chat must have been conspiring to, I guess, help me or something. I don't know. I don't know. I just know what he read.
Okay, let me ask you just this, and you don't have to go into deep details. Do this make you feel good and make you feel a little more solid and stronger with your case? That's all I'm asking.
Oh, most definitely.
You have a lot. Well, go ahead, JD. I don't want to get all in your business. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
most definitely. I'm gonna make sure that I forward that video right on over. And not
Mhm.
only that, but Sean Bradley and I are on a personal basis with one another. As far as our YouTube ship goes, because he done had my number for years. That's how
Mhm.
he was able to invite me to the show, or
Mhm.
let me know if he up in Atlanta or whatever. So
Mhm.
we are on a personal level like that,
I
and
know.
I'm gonna forward it over.
Mhm.
But I mean, I'm more
Mhm.
than sure if my lawyers would like to have a conversation with him, I don't think that Sean would deny me, and I think that's wonderful.
Mm. Wow, I think that you know what I think you guys that some of these people done got themselves hemmed up in some litigations and shit, and we just have to see how this turn out because this is crazy, man. This is really crazy. I mean, it's like several court cases, y'all. It's not just it's several of them, and some not even proven to be valid yet. But I heard that they are. That's just hearsay. I heard that they are. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Okay, whatever you write now, Diva goes up here. But welcome, just read my book. I saw, yeah, they use
Yeah,
that.
Queen Diva, you welcoming people, but you still in the
Yeah,
back chat.
you in the back. She's talking
She in
about
the
hey,
back
just
chat welcoming people.
we don't know how to use the stuff. Don't laugh at us. Look, we don't know how to use it. She welcomed the people. She in the back chat. That's crazy. Well, like I said, I think what happened is that people just have been pushed and they have been behind.
Excuse me. I just welcomed one person in the back chat. I realized it was the back chat. So I'm out. I'm about to go back into the chat.
Well,
Goodbye, ladies.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
You
look,
know
look.
I had to be shady. You know
but
I
look,
had to
I
be
thought it
shady,
was
Queen
you,
Diva.
JD. I said, now what is JD putting in
They
the
done.
back?
That's not funny. I'm living and learning. I'm gonna go to my sister Jamila house and she will help me.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
Jamila knows. See you later, sis. Thanks for joining me. As always, it's always a pleasure to have my sister and Jay Dunn here.
No problem. No
They want
problem.
me to
Bye,
fight you
JD.
so bad, JD,
All
and I
right,
just
bye,
won't.
Queen Diva.
I
Bye.
just won't fight you. I just won't
But
fight
see,
you.
that's how y'all know Queen Diva. She do her job over here now.
Yeah, she does. She was welcoming them in the back chat. That's crazy. Well, I'm gonna have to watch Sean's, but again, Jay Dunn, I think some of this shit is just deflection. I'm getting sick of all the deflections. I know y'all stuff real. After I did that beautiful, live over here, they went over there screaming and hollering and killing each other. I mean, illing each other up, over there on Ness's. But it is what it is. That's what they used to. That's what they do. It is what it is. I don't think that anything I did was in vain because I'm going to always have, talk to people if I can and give them the opportunity to talk.
Well, but I think now you kind of see where I come from with the
Oh yeah.
circumstance.
Oh yeah.
Because I done had plenty of conversations like that with Ness alone,
Yeah,
but just gonna do what they gonna do. And last
exactly.
night, whenever I did my live, I said if Ness wanna be a dumb
I saw
bee,
that.
she just gonna
I
be a
saw that.
dumb bee.
And it ain't
And
nothing we could do.
it ain't not a thing.
Not
Not a
even a
thing.
company, but if you just, you know what, JD, you have to learn too. I mean, people just have to learn when people are in love, they say they're in love, it's just a tough thing. They go through a whole lot. So really, you can't even tell them something. That's why some people never go and tell their family about them being abused, whether it's mentally, physically. They don't tell their family. You know what I mean? Because they know the
Hmm.
family wouldn't approve of it, and they want to stay with that person. And that's why I think it's stupid that they always bring this stuff on YouTube. But just think about it. When they do all that outrageous stuff, and is a show, and they get plenty, she get plenty of views. So maybe perhaps that's why they continue to bring it down here, because it brings the ratings. Just like a television show, it brings the ratings.
But one thing that I noticed from your live, because I came back and I rewatched it after the fact, and the one thing I noticed, you asked one question up there. I think you said who loves who more, or do you think that
I did
Ness?
ask
Do
that
you feel like you love Heidi more than she loves you?
question.
And Ness said, and I quote, "No, because this heat loves the fuck out of me." And my
Oh,
thing is,
yeah.
she loved the fuck out of you to get you fired. She loved the fuck out of you to try to get you getting out of your housing, to do all these things. Girl, if that's somebody loving the fuck out of you, I don't want it. Because
Well,
the problem, huh?
go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I'm just saying because the true problem is, and I thought about this and I spoke briefly on my own live last
I
night
watched
about it.
it.
Mz.Teavalocity, I have had women threaten to mess with my car before,
Mm-hmm.
and that was enough. I've had women threaten to show up to my house
Mm-hmm.
uninvited.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is enough. I ain't never had nobody try to mess up my livelihood. And that part, I guess, was just the hardest thing for me to comprehend.
Mm-hmm.
Because without your livelihood, you're homeless. Your
Exactly.
car is repossessed.
Ooh, a lot
You
goes
ain't
on.
able to take care of yourself. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm just like, how do you let that slide? How?
because you know what, I was listening to, I want to say it was Reed, and Reed was just talking about, the relationship. Yeah, I think it was Reed, and she was saying where that they are, so just stand by, because I want to give my commentary on this little portion, that they are
Okay.
using you, and soon they finish getting what they want out of you, because they don't want you to summons them to court, remember? So, and she's saying, so that's why she think that they are using you. But my thing is, they can't be using JD too much, because she's getting what she want out of it, and you made that perfectly clear. So in her mind, this is what she say: they just using you until they because they don't want you to what you call it, summons them to court. You believe
But
that?
see, not that's where Reed doesn't pay attention. I've said multiple times, privately and publicly to Ness,
Mm-hmm.
that I'm doing anything that my attorneys ask of me.
Mm-hmm.
She provided me with the evidence of these text messages and screenshots and um, emails and things like that. And if they have to question her about anything regarding that,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to turn her name over. Actually,
Yeah.
when I first sent my first email back in December, I used her government name. That's one thing. I'm not sending emails to them using people's YouTube handles. You crazy?
Right, right.
Because that's the crazy part. It's so many people here that I already know that I've been here long enough to know their government information. And they would be stupid enough to try to do all this against me. So yeah, if Ness is needed in court, Ness is going to be needed in court. They need Heidi up in court. Well, we can't get her because the girlfriend who was also involved will not give any information. But I have the information to her girlfriend. She is the one who provided this evidence that I emailed you on this day. If you need her information, I will gladly give it to you.
Mm.
And Ness told me that if they subpoena her, she was going to throw it away.
Oh
She
no,
said
you
that.
can't throw away no subpoena. You get a bench warrant if
And
they
that's
know
what I
your
tried to tell.
address.
That's what I tried to tell her. But she
But
don't want to listen.
But wait, JD, I think they have to hand you the subpoena in your hand. When they deliver it, they have to give it to somebody at the house or hand it to you in your hand. Else you can, and I could be wrong, but Jamila may know, and you know why I say Jamila may know, because you have to show up in court. If you miss court, then they put out a bench warrant on you, right? Jamila, am I right?
They will, yeah, a bench warrant is for missing court. That's
Uh-huh.
true. But Ness, I told Ness that, and she even told me, well, if there would be a bench warrant that happens, it would either be in Georgia or Alabama. So she don't care because she lives in Seattle. Meanwhile, what she
Wow.
failed to realize, and this is why people tried to accuse me of dragging Ness' son, absolutely
Mhm,
not. Or doxing her son, absolutely not. I
mhm,
explained to Ness privately and publicly, if they put a bench warrant out for you in Georgia because you want to throw away a subpoena because you don't want to tell on this heat, or in Alabama because you want to throw away a subpoena,
mhm.
I said, your son still goes to school out here because Ness' brother moved out here. I know this for a fact. And
Thank
I
you.
said, how would you throw it away and then risk getting a bench warrant in Alabama or
Mhm,
Georgia when you know that you want to come here to spend time with your son? And when I said that privately and publicly, then
mhm,
people said that I was doxing her son. I'm not doxing her son. I'm telling the truth.
mm. Okay.
Because if she wanna be freely able to be around Georgia to visit with them, then you can't have no warrant here because you trying to cover up for Heidi.
Whew. See, all this shit is a mess. Is really sad
And
too.
this is why I kept telling you that it wasn't a play, Mz.Teavalocity.
Okay,
This
well,
is why I kept telling you.
I thought it was JD at first. I'm telling you, I did. Thank you, sophisticated Brad. I really did think it was a play at first. But when you guys get so upset with me and say everything is not a play, I tell you why it's hard for me to believe some stuff like this. Because I guess I just can't fathom really in my little feathered brain mind. Thank you so much for subscribing to my other channel. We gonna get over there soon. I'm gonna have to try to build that up. I guess I have a hard time believing that people could treat you the way they treat you and you befriend them, you go back to them. So when I have a hard time believing that, that's why I say, oh, this shit is a play. This just for entertainment. They'll be all right until I saw stuff get real. And then I say, no, this real. And you know why I know your stuff is real. I know why your stuff is real, right, JD? We got a
Mhm.
relationship. So I know your stuff is real. But a lot of times it's easy for people to say they creating plays because none of this stuff ever plays out. Like if MU, think about it, if MU doesn't go forward with her suit, if she don't, all this, it was like for nothing. It was just down here as entertainment and as a play because nothing ever came out of it. You see where a person could get lost, like, man, is this a play? Like over here, you talk all nice, and I'm not talking about you, but they were over here on my platform talking all nice, and we all was getting along. We was having dialogue, and they were calm. 10 minutes later, you go over with all that screaming and hollering and cussing each other, and acting all crazy and mentally ill and deranged and psychotic, and then you calm down. Think about it. Then you calm down, and then you go back to acting psychotic. To me, it looks like a play on their behalf, and that's just the truth. It's just the truth. It's easy for people to label it a play because I just can't fathom people doing stuff to each other like that.
Mm. Well, and I get what you are saying, but that's one thing that how can I put? So it seemed like based on what I got when I went over there, and I read about to the beginning to see how that happened. I guess Ness got upset because Heidi was communicating with Uppity behind her back
Right.
through
Right.
email. Yeah. And I just honestly, for the life of me, I cannot fathom anybody being upset about that. Like,
But
I can't.
they were
Uh,
friends. I don't know.
not
Was it a fallout? Maybe I missed the show and it was a fallout. Because Uppity is always gracing her platform, taking on. So when
But
did
Ness,
they fall
but
out?
remember, I just brought it all out that Ness doxed Uppity to me. So that brings it to a different
Oh,
level.
see,
Cause Uppity over there threatening court with Ness now. So
okay,
for
yeah.
Heidi to be emailing her and not let Ness know that she did that, I think
Mhm.
Ness took that as her being deceptive
That
and
is
sneaky.
deceptive. That was deceptive. And they say it happened because it was
Hmm.
people there when it happened. They were there when it happened because I was asking, well, what you know, in my secret people, no, you know who we
Mm-hmm.
talked to. And I was asking, well, what happened? They said they was there when I guess it was a troll page, and I guess something was said, and so Ness got real upset because the title was about us and our live, and then it said, "Get over here! If you ain't over here in 30 minutes." And then so I said, "Oh, well, what happened? If you ain't over here." So then I ran over there, because I support Ness. Hold on, here go Nessie Poo too. Hold on, y'all. Cause I support her. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna bullshit. I support her. Jamila, that's you.
Yes.
Hold on. Nessie
Hey,
Poo, that's
Jamila.
you.
Oh, well, I'm
Hey,
up here and explain
Hold on, y'all.
it. She could tell
Because
what.
I support her. Let me finish.
Hey, Ness.
Because I support her. And so they were there when that shit happened, and it just turned Ness into a raging bull. And I went over there and I heard all this screaming and hollering, and I was like, well, what the hell what happened? We was all over here vibing and stuff. Everybody was getting along. Then I said, okay, well, Nessie Poo, come on, let me go over there. And then I hear all this screaming. And I said, well, what the hell happened? And then Ness starts saying what he did. And then somebody told me, oh, I was there when he did it. And Ness got a right to be mad. Because I was like, well, what the hell is Ness mad? Especially threatened by uppity. But anywho, go ahead, Life with Jamila. Go ahead.
Oh, I could just get up here and say hi. Ness is up here. She can explain what happened.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know if she coming to
no,
explain. Go ahead.
I'm actually at work, Mz.Teavalocity, but I
Go
just
ahead,
wanted to
baby.
quickly to reiterate,
Wait.
Vanessa will
Go ahead.
not go to court for nothing YouTube. Damn the day. Over my dead body will I ever go to court for anything YouTube related. I don't care what it is. So I just wanted to say that. God bless you guys, and I'll be
Because
in the
you
listening.
believe keeping stuff on YouTube, it should stay
It
on
will
YouTube.
never go, Miss T. I ain't going. So thank you.
Okay. All right, baby. Okay. Vanessa be damned. Vanessa, she said her name. She be damned. I don't even think it'll get that far. So let's just say that. It'll get
Well,
that.
there is already a court date. But just not a court date for anybody else yet. But yeah, I spoke to Ness about that several times, and that's the attitude that she had. So even though people
Okay.
have um confirmed that you can get a bench warrant
Yeah,
for
ain't
not
nobody
showing
above the
up.
law. Ain't nobody above the law. Hold on, go ahead.
And that's the thing. Even whenever I mentioned it to Ness, at that particular time, I said, even if I even told her this. I quote myself. I said, even if that has to happen, this, I said, you can appear via Zoom. You don't even have to disrupt your life to go anywhere, but you just might have to get a Zoom link and appear via Zoom. At least then you will be able to show up. I said, you work from home. I said, not only that, most major companies allow you jury duty time when you have to go to court for something that's not really pertaining to you, but you have been subpoenaed or summoned. I told her,
Oh,
I said, that could be a free day off work if you had to do it. And she still said no. She
well,
only said that though because she don't want to have to be under oath and speak about he.
Well, you know what, and you know what. In all honesty, I wouldn't. To be in all honesty, I wouldn't want to either go against my spouse or my lover or whatever. So I could get the way she feel like that. In all honesty, we all want to be honest. Now I don't think it'll get
But
that
you
far.
but you wouldn't you wouldn't be ready to have a warrant for yourself for your spouse.
Oh
You wouldn't
hell
do
no,
that.
nah.
And I
Here
mean,
he is.
if she disregarded it, she missed it. If it happens, if it even happens, because I don't even know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
But
you
if
know
it
what?
does happen and you disregard it and miss it, then now you got a bench warrant for your spouse. I don't want no warrant for nobody that I'm with.
Yeah, I hopefully it doesn't go that far because I want to just say I believe that you and her YouTube ship is not over. Her y'all friendship not over. Jamila, what's happening, baby girl?
Hey, Jay Dunn. Hey, Miss Velocity.
Hey, baby.
Hey,
Can you
Jamila.
guys hear me clearly?
I can hear you.
Uh huh.
Okay. So, what happened was when you ended your live, I wound up going over to Uppity's, and a troll page was in there of
Hmm.
Ness,
Hmm.
and they were going back and forth. And Uppity was yelling, "Oh well, all the things about this heat."
Hmm.
And that's when Ness found out. It was a little, I will say, if I was the girlfriend, yeah, that was a little embarrassing to hear that my partner's emailing
Yeah.
uppity. You know what I'm saying?
And she was over here saying, yeah, she'll never go back over there. I can assure you that. Like she had control, and then she goes over there and hear the same woman that she over here telling her woman about. So I can see where Ness was
Right,
mad at.
right.
But see,
That's
at
why I
first
was
I didn't know what happened. Because now, be honest, I was told to go over to Uppy's and support Uppity because
right.
Uppity thought that I was being unfair to he. So they said, well, go over there and check out Uppity. You
Correct.
know, so I went over there and she was happy to see me and stuff. She never said, Mz.Teavalocity, you was unfair to Heidi, but I guess she had said that prior somehow. And so I was over there, but that girl was over there cooking. She was cooking. She was asking us how to make dumplings. So I didn't see where Ness had, where he'd had, I mean, where she had done something. But then when somebody explained to me, no, Mz.Teavalocity, I was right there, and this is what happened. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, because I went straight over to Uppities. That was the second time when you guys joined me that we were in Uppities. So the
Mhm.
first time Ness was over there and they were going back and forth and Uppity was yelling at her. Then
Oh.
so Ness said, "Oh, she in trouble now."
Mm-hmm.
She said, "This heat in trouble now." I said, "Uh-oh." So
Mm.
that's where that
Well,
stemmed from. But
I don't watch Uppity. So what's the recap? What happened? All I know is that I
We
went to Ness's and I heard.
we were over there. She was making dumplings for her man, and she was. Go ahead,
and
Jamila, because you
she
was there first.
she's a Heat fan. Uppity is
Huh?
a Heat fan. So and she doesn't like Ness, so she was going strong for this Heat. I can't really give you the recap. I don't know all the words that she was saying, but when I
Well,
got
but
in there, I know there was a troll page in Ness, and the troll page was saying you're in trouble. And then Uppity was explaining like, yeah, she emailed me, and she's like, "You serious?" It was
Oh,
right after Mz.Teavalocity live. Uppity went live.
yeah.
She was
And
talking
I
about
was
her
over there
child.
supporting
I
her.
don't do the children and stuff, so I had left out. I just don't do that. But I had went over there. She was talking about you, Mz.Teavalocity. She did say you was unfair if you go back to the beginning of that video. She
What?
she did say it at first, but then she was like, "I like Mz.Teavalocity. I think
She
she just
all
was
over the
trying to
place.
figure you out."
Well,
That's my opinion on it, though.
let me read y'all what somebody wrote me. Just hold still. They
Okay.
must have felt that I did Uppity the same way Ness did her. But I don't know what they meant by that because this is what they wrote me. Hold on, let me get it. And I was shocked. So I asked them, well, what do you mean? Because I never did Uppity no way. I never did Uppity no way. They said I treated her like I did Ness or something, or Ness treat her. I was wrong for that. So let me just read it and let y'all know what it was. Hold on. I asked the person, I said, well, what do you mean by that? Because I didn't do her no way. Hold on, y'all. So they wrote this. They said you took the time to do to Uppity the same thing you accused Mess of. Ness, I think which was the purpose of this live? That was wrong, Miss T. Now, can y'all explain to me what they saying? They said this is how they wrote it. You took the time to do to Uppity the same thing you accuse Mess of. I think they meant Ness. Which was the purpose of this live? That was wrong, Miss T. So I wrote them, what did I do to Uppity? But that must have been a troll or some shit because they never wrote me back. But I never mistreated Uppity. But what we did let Uppity know that we had a certain decorum over here in case she didn't watch me and she couldn't come up here cussing and hooping and hollering. And she acted in the manner which I asked her not to, disrespect my panel. So I don't know how she thought, and I thought that I gave Jay Dunn a chance to speak. I gave Ness, I gave Heat, I gave Pizarro. Pizarro declined to really say anything. She was just here for moral support, she said. But I thought Ness spoke in turn, Jay Dunn rebuttal, he spoke in turn. So I don't know where she got that I would treat her unfair. And I think it's because she really likes this Heat and she wanted this Heat to speak more. But this he had the liberty to speak as much as she want to because I was giving her that opportunity because I wanted to be fair. So I don't know. I like Uppity, but like many others, she doesn't know how to stop. Buddha baby, I think they saying you singled her comment out. Thank you, Buddha. That's what okay. Thank you, Buddha. Maybe that's what it was because I asked them and she right. I know she did say several times, why you singling my comment out? Why you singling my comment out? But let me tell y'all something, and I don't have to tell y'all, but for the people in the back that don't really know me over here, I don't allow anyone really to disrespect my panel. That's just a thing. I wouldn't be want to be on somebody's panel and the chat and the panelists is dragging me and they allow that to happen. See, I feel some kind of way. So I make it a business not to let that happen over here. And she kept harping on Jay Dunn, calling her J Dummy, and I saw that shit and I timed her out once for something she had said in reference to the LGBT community. I didn't know, but I thought it was unwarranted and I didn't think it was in good taste. So I timed her out and then she came back and, just calling J Dummy and calling Ness a liar talking. And I think I have to go back and look bringing kids in. I just don't allow that to happen over here. And I think people have a problem with that. And that's okay. Because again, I'm not going to allow nobody to make me change who I am. Okay.
Well, I
So,
spoke to her when she was in the comments while I was modding. And I treat her fair. I said we just don't do that over here. So when I did go over to her live, she made a big deal like, oh, she's a fair mod. So
yeah.
she'll be back. She doesn't think that now.
Oh no, she was happy to see me over there
Yeah.
supporting her. She was like, "Thank you for your support." Listen,
Yeah.
I tried to go and drop down in smaller YouTubers, and I make it a point now to do that and even share them out to a certain extent. Now I'm not going to go too far and sharing out people when there's a lot of chaos going on and drama and talking about kids and all that shit that I just don't go for. I'm not gonna share them out. But I try to visit smaller YouTubers. I'm a small YouTuber and I like when people visit me. And she seemed like she was happy. So Uppity, she too. She's another one that go where the wind blows sometimes. She'll be for me today, and then tomorrow she won't be for me. So, but that don't make me stop liking her because I'm learning these people characters. Jamila, and you tell me quite often about characters.
Yeah, I like
About
Uppity. I do
characters.
like Uppity. She's a whole character. I just, again, nobody. I don't like the kids and all that stuff.
Yep.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
Yep.
I don't have to be there for it. So
Yeah.
But this is the thing, and I mean, y'all can gloat over uppity all y'all want. But the fact of the matter is, for at least the last 2 or 3 months, I had uppity on my back, threatening to call my probation, threatening to put the
Yeah.
law on me and everything like that. Meanwhile, Ness was the one who sent me that. And I didn't say it until 2 or 3 days ago.
Let me
So it's
ask you
like
something.
I don't get how people say that I can't be a friend to somebody. Meanwhile, I was sitting here letting this girl threaten to call, and she might have made some phone calls. She might have did all this type of stuff trying to get me in trouble because I'm trying to have a friendship with
Mhm,
Ness and not say who told me the stuff.
mhm.
But then at the same time, she could come here and say that if she got subpoenaed, she ain't gonna show up. Make that make sense? And what kind of friend is she to me versus the friend that I am to her?
Yellow star.
well, on that, if they summons her to court, she's definitely going to get a warrant. So she got to think of herself, and that just tells me that she don't care about herself if she want warrants on her. I wouldn't want a warrant on me personally.
Yeah.
That's a little silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Madness.
I just want to make that be known because yeah, people know now that Ness had sent that information to me, but I kept that to myself for easily. I mean, November, December,
Mhm.
January. Now we in February, almost 4 months.
I want to ask you a
What day was
question, Jay
that? I'm sorry.
Dunn. I
Hmm.
I want to ask you a question because when Jamila and I had a conversation and we was just talking about characters, and I often wonder, and I got you up here, and I wish I could get a couple more content creators to join in on this conversation. So when you first came on YouTube, you was nothing like this, right? Like you came on here for what purpose? But do you think that all the stuff that's been done to you made you turn into the person you are? Not saying you're a bad person, just listen. You are easy for these people to target. And what makes you think that they do that?
To be honest, I've been here since 2007. So I was here during uploads. There was no
Uh-huh.
such thing as a live.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do uploads about a movie review that I watched.
Mm-hmm.
Do uploads about different things that I saw happening on Facebook. Talked about pop culture, things like that in my uploads. But I didn't come often. Maybe like 2 times a year. I just came. Maybe 2 times a year. If I found something that I wanted to talk about, then I upload a video, and that was that. But what happened was me getting notoriety for going to Kaya's concert, which I've told this story a million times. I went to Kaya's concert after her and Maddie split up, and a lot of broke bums in the beef sector was not able to afford to go because the tickets were only VIP. You couldn't get no ticket. It wasn't like no general admission. No, it was VIP only. And me and my friend went for the Kaya thing. And then once we went for the Kaya thing, then people wanted to interview me, and VS was one of the ones who hit me up at Instagram to see if she could interview me about what happened at the Kaya concert.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it happened.
So
But
oh.
well, so I'm just saying at that particular point, VS thought that she could control me because she thought that I was going to be just exclusively to her, let her interview me or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And me and her ended up clashing and bumping heads.
Mm-hmm.
And initially, no, I didn't even understand how people went so deep or went so low, especially not when you asking me a favor to you, because back then VS was a broke bum. She wasn't paying people for no interview at all. I think it's funny now in 2024 how people go there and she promised to pay them. Because when she had me and my friend interview about the Kaya concert, we didn't get paid a dime.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think YouTube changed you, Jay Dunn, because of the things that has been done to you? Do you think because people saying back then you were a little different than what you are now? Do you think by the people doing shit to you or you just being in this sector, it has hardened you or desensitized you when you do go after people or do things to people?
No, I'm still the same person. I just don't allow not
Mhm.
everybody is worthy to know that part of me.
No, no,
Not
no.
everybody is worthy of that.
I know.
Um, and hold on. And you said did YouTube change me?
Hmm.
YouTube didn't change me any more than the streets would have. I had to learn how to get a thick skin. I
Hmm.
had to learn how to fight somebody back.
Hmm.
That's whether I learned it in the streets,
Hmm.
because I lived in New Orleans for 5 years,
Hmm.
moved here to Atlanta, been here for almost 10 years.
Hmm.
Either way, I was going to have to learn how to fight people and not let them do anything to me like how they want to. And not only that, I will say YouTube let me know that people say that they willing to go to jail for their kids. I'm willing to go to jail for myself. And that's the part of the story that people don't understand.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering because I've heard I've heard you say before. I think I heard you say a long time ago that you wasn't like this when you first came on YouTube or something. So and then I see people evolve, and it is as almost as if them being on YouTube because YouTube can't do it, okay? YouTube, but being surrounded by these people and some of the things they do. Hey, Purple Peach, thank you, Queen makes
Hold
people
on. Miss
that's
T Velocity, not
yeah.
just read my book talking about it was just. Do you want me to repost my ticket?
Where?
She
Where?
up in here talking about it was general admission tickets. No, it was not.
Hey, Don, can we talk? Can we talk? Can
Well,
we
I just don't
take
see. Even read my book talking about she
it?
wasn't there.
Okay, but what I'm saying, so okay, listen, I'm just asking you, do you think, even with this case and shit going on, do you think when people always say they gonna do this to you, make threats to take you to court, do you think you're an easy target?
Mz.Teavalocity, you see what's going on. I don't know why you have to ask me that. Because
That's
I'm sure you're not asking me a question that you don't already know the answer to.
that's the fact. I just want to know how you feel. It ain't what Miss T Velocity perceive or what she feel. I'm asking you, do you
Well,
feel that
for
way?
years, I've always told them that this is what these people do. For the last year, I've always said that these people are trying to plot and set me up. I've always said it.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let me tell you something. It's not what Miss T Velocity think. I'm just asking you questions to get how you really feel, JD. I see what goes on. Believe me, and I can make my own perspective. I could, I can from observation, I could think what I want to think. I just want to know what you felt. That's all. I don't know for years and years and years, baby, because I'm just getting here. You've been here a long time. I see the shit that goes on now, but I'm just wondering because sometimes I just think that, being here on YouTube and being in this environment sometimes does change people. It does change people because they do believe that they have to go into a fight mode because they in this environment. I do. I do think that.
Well, one thing that I can say, and I'm happy Jamila is here. Me and Jamila have been friends since 2019. Jamila, do you think that I've changed versus what you see on YouTube when I'm fighting these people that I don't give a damn about versus me being your friend off of here? Does it look like I've changed?
Okay, well, this is what I think. I think um when we're not online, Jay Dunn is a good friend. Jay Dunn, she's different. Online, I think she knows it's a lot of people that don't like her and that is coming at her.
Mm-hmm,
So what she does is, she has to put up her shield, her wall, like we all would have to do.
mm-hmm,
But she
mm-hmm,
has to put up double layers because, as you can see, people are planning whole conspiracies. I don't, and now they're taking it off YouTube. They're playing with her probation officer.
mm-hmm,
So honestly, I don't know what people know about conspiracy charges, but that's a conspiracy charge, and you can't beat a conspiracy. 1% have beat a conspiracy charge in the United States. So at the end of the day, if Jay Dunn get him on that, I can see why she's like she is.
mm-hmm,
A lot of people, Jay Dunn is grown. I don't understand why people be like, well, she does this and she does that. She's grown. You don't have to deal with her. So why do you feel like you're going to control her by calling her probation officer? If you don't like her, just go to another channel. That's the way I
mm-hmm.
feel about it. But Jay Dunn is a good friend to
And,
me
and,
offline. We're good.
and if you don't like what I type in the chat, just block me. That's what you have a block button. That's what that's for.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I only asked Jamila that because Jamila is one of a few
Mm-hmm.
who has had my direct phone number
Mm-hmm.
since 2019.
They're friends offline. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But what I'm not going to do is get up here and get disrespected by people that I don't know and will probably never meet,
Mm-hmm.
and they think that I'm going to take that lying down. And again, for read my book to be up in the comment talking about how much the tickets cost, I still have the original flyer. Kaya gave us souvenirs when we left the event. You were not there. You were probably somewhere bedridden. You
Uh
weren't there.
okay.
So the fact that even with that, me talking about a real experience, which I have pictures and souvenirs that I got from
Mm-hmm.
being VIP there, and
Mm-hmm.
she want to tell me that no, it was general admission. No, it was not because that club closed down completely for Kaya's event.
Mm-hmm.
The only way that you can get up in there is if you pay for the VIP ticket. Otherwise, you wasn't getting in.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you know why I wanted to, and the reason why I asked you that, Jay Dunn, because you on the panel now. Like I said, I would love to really have a whole show and ask different content creators who I think would really be honest about it, because we do view these people as characters, right? Some, some good and some bad characters. And my thing is, I wonder if being on here, and being in this sector, and watching this behavior and things happening to people change them. Do it really change them? Because I can see that happening to a certain, to a certain extent, because it seemed like you always got to be in protection mode or fight mode. It's very seldom that it's calm in the area down here, and we like the drama and stuff like that. But I can see people changing their characters just to be a part of what's going on down here. You either got to go in protection mode or fight mode.
I would like to say, okay, so you guys say, why does Jay Dunn get all the heat? Yeah,
Not just Jay Dunn.
no, I seen a comment. They said Jay Dunn and Tracy, but
Oh,
it's the thing of, you don't know how she's being affected. You can't
right.
tell somebody how to fight, and I can't act like I lived my life all these years and I have done no wrong.
Mm-hmm.
None of us can. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to tell Jay Dunn how to fight. I'm gonna tell her
Mm-hmm.
what's wrong, back up, and she learns her lessons. Again, she's
Grown woman.
grown ass man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my little fella.
So
Sorry.
at the end of the day, I can't tell her how to act. She grown. I met her as a friend. I accept people for who they are. If you don't, if there's certain things I don't go with, I back myself up. I'm grown, so I know right from wrong. For me, I have boundaries and morals just like she does.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like it's a lot of attack on her. Of course, if
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it's a lot of attack on me, you wouldn't like me either, because now you're bringing out the demon. Everybody got an ugly side.
Right. And again, I wish I could have other content creators that who would be honest to answer that question, because I've seen subbies, y'all. I've seen subbies who really don't hit platforms, and I've never seen them but a certain way. And then all of a sudden, someone just triggers them. And we all have that in us. And it seems like they just go haywire, because, and so to me, I was just asking, but sometimes people sit back and relax, and then all of a sudden somebody say something to them and they just get triggered, and you like, damn, I ain't know she could do that. Like people said, I think when I went on Ness's that day and cussed somebody, she said, "Oh, is that Mz.Teavalocity? I ain't know she talk like that." Of course I talk like that when I have to. So that's why I say I think some of the behavior and things that happen around here changes people, make them always on a defense mode, putting them in a
Ain't
defense mode.
but see, that's where you incorrect. Ain't nothing changed me. I'm still the same person that I was. I just didn't have to fight people the way that I have to fight them today.
So it
I'm still the
changed
same
you.
person.
It changed you to a certain extent. You didn't come on here wanting to fight people. You came on here to entertain, to chill, or do your videos. But by people coming at you, or you getting in situations, or you observing these behaviors, it changed you to be in a defense mode a lot, right?
But no. Do
Oh,
you think that YouTube is the only time I had to defend myself in my actual life?
that's not what I'm saying. So I'm gonna leave it alone. That's not what I'm trying to say, baby.
Well,
That's not
no,
what I'm trying
I'm
to say.
answering your question.
No, I know it ain't only YouTube. No, you don't always have to defend yourself on YouTube. But I'm saying, do you feel some type of way that people have sometime easily targeted you? And did you feel like some of the shit that happens on here as a content creator, as a person, changed changed you to a certain extent? And you told me no. That's all I answered was no. Not that I neglect, not that I don't think you have a life outside here, not that we don't
That's
have
not what I
it
said, though.
outside
You're
here.
not listening to me.
What?
You're not. You're
Say
not
it.
listening to me, Miss T Velocity.
Okay, say it again then. Maybe I
Right.
misheard.
Even before YouTube,
Hey, just
in my real life, if somebody crossed me the wrong way, you was gonna hear about it. I've
right.
done it in the workplace, in my career. If I felt like you wronged me, guess what? I'm going to the manager. If the
Right.
manager can't do nothing about it, then let me go ahead and go over your head. I've
Mm-hmm.
always defended myself since I was
Mm-hmm.
19 years old. It didn't just start with YouTube, is all I'm saying. What I'm
Okay.
saying is, I didn't get changed because this is the way I've always been. If I have to take action, of course, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to be professional about it. But
Mm-hmm.
if you want to be gut on here about it, then I'm going to be gutter. I'm going to fight you with the same fire that you fought me with.
Yeah.
And that is across the board for easily the last 16, 17 years. That's just how I am. So it's hard for me to agree with you and say that I got changed. No.
I just see
Well, I
content creators here who's in a positive force, on a positive mission, and that's trying to really come down here and deliver. And I just see where it seems like being on here, when things start happening to them and people start coming at them, it changed who they are. Go ahead, Jay. I mean, life with
well,
Jamila. Sorry,
well,
baby.
let me speak on me. When I started, I was in a mommy sector. I used to do commentary. And, I'm sort of kind of positive. I am a positive person. So if you see a lot of people coming at you and making videos about you negatively, you gonna want to straighten that out because your name is all you have. So for me, even in the beef sector, Shish Trish used to come after me. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
that woman. I don't know why, but she just used to come after me.
Mm-hmm.
And till I got to the point where I said, you know what, enough is enough. And I got up there and cussed her out. That's not the light I want to be seen in, but this the beef sector. This is what they want. So people will try to rile you up to get
Mm-hmm.
there. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So I understand your question, Mz.Teavalocity. I do think it can make people appear to think of you in a negative way if that's the way you have to come at people.
Mm-hmm.
But generally speaking, no, I'm a nice person. I want
Right.
everybody to win.
Right. I just think I've seen like content creators on here, and the only reason why I directed the question to Jay Dunn is because she's a content creator. Like I said, I would love to hear from content creators who I would love to pose this question to them, because I could see where a lot of I've seen, let me just say not a lot, I'm gonna say like I've seen content creators really change by being on here. They come on here and they want to do certain things. They don't cuss, they don't do this, they don't. And then all of a sudden, from people like attacking them because you do commentary and they don't agree with your commentary, and they get gutter with you and get gully with you, it makes you come out of your bag. That's all I was talking about. And that's why I said, do you think sometimes being a content creator, I'll say over in this sector, you said the mommy sector was rough. Do does it change you a bit?
It really does. It can.
Well, for some
It will
people.
change. It will change what you visually see. We're on the internet, so if I come up here and now I'm beefing with everybody, yeah, that's gonna
Mhm.
change. That's gonna change the appearance that they see. But that's not my everyday life. My
Right,
everyday life, I'm normal. I'm
right.
nice. I'm
And
Yeah, I
it
get it.
and I guess maybe it's the wrong word choice for me, Miss T Velocity, because let me break it down
Mm,
for you, because maybe you're not understanding me still. When I first started on YouTube, it was in 2007, which means I was 21 years old. If anything, YouTube made me grow up. That's what it made me do. I don't feel like it changed me. I
uh-huh.
just feel like 21-year-old Jay
Mhm,
Dunn is
mhm,
much different than 37-year-old Jay Dunn.
mhm,
I don't see how that's hard for somebody to comprehend. But that's the thing.
mm.
Most people came here when they was already 40 and 50 years old. I was here at the age of 20, 21. So over the course of time, I grew up. I realized when I need to fight my battles. I realized whenever I need to say something back. I realized these things as I was growing because I grew with technology.
Okay.
That don't mean it changed me.
Okay.
That mean that I grew into who I was.
change is
Okay.
inevitable.
Yeah, change is inevitable. And I think sometimes being in could you drop the link? Yes, baby. You need a verification. Yeah, you know what? The beautiful thing about me and me allowing people to be people, I don't know if I always, articulate correct or maybe answer the right ask the right questions the right way, but it's always good to agree to disagree and respect people and just keep it moving. I didn't mean no
I
harm
agree.
really by asking that question, and perhaps you thought that I took it wrong, but I'm just saying I've seen so many people on here, and I don't know the way you used to be, Jay Dunn, because probably I would know that you haven't changed. But I've seen so many people on here who was really nice people doing good content and just happen to be in this area, and then all of a sudden they are just like a different person. It's almost as if they always in fight mode, or because of the behavior around here, we consume the behavior and then we become a part of it. But that's not directly just towards you. You just happen to be a content creator that I asked Jay Dunn. And then Life with Jamila, you answered you answered as well. So we all had three different answers,
Y-
basically two different
Yeah,
answers.
this is the beef
Ian
sector. Sorry, Jada.
and Jamila. 1 second. 1 second. Deja, who are you?
Who is Deja?
You in your chat. You don't have a picture. You don't click links. You just be up in here talking. Once I get down off here, I'm gonna block you if you don't block me first.
She said I'm
And I'm
rooting
gonna
for
block
you.
you. And I'm gonna block you out of my chat. I don't give a damn about what she was rooting for at all. I don't.
Oh, troll.
A
Troll.
whole troll. Talk about what she was rooting for. I don't give a damn.
Hmm. Go ahead.
The nerve of any troll that's so scared to really tell me about what they was rooting for. Girl, I'm not your friend. Never wanted to be your friend. I don't give a damn if you unsubscribe. Girl, I don't care. I'm not monetized. I don't come here for
Mhm.
money. I sustain myself off of here. So you root for me, don't make me shit. Don't make me piss in life. Root for your damn self and stop talking to me.
Mm. Okay, so you guys,
And that could be it too.
Troll, I have been on this app for years. Okay, what could be it? Hey, Silky
Uh,
Black.
that last comment you have, um, the story of Jay Dunn and VS,
Yep,
Jay
that
Dunn was young, and that something like that can be very horrible.
traumatic.
Yeah, traumatic. And it's good. Listen, if something is fresh on me, yeah, it'll make you come out of character. It will definitely make you come out of character. And we are all human. So it will definitely make you want to do things that you
Hmm.
don't really want to do. So
Hmm.
I don't sit here and judge people on how to fight and what they do. I sit back, I watch. I probably start commenting more now. But I sit back and watch and I say, oh, I learn the characters. I'll call them characters
Hmm.
like my reality TV. To them, it's their real lives.
Hmm. And I
So
think we had this. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I think we had this conversation, and the more that I converse with people, for me not to take this entertainment application because I'm using the word entertainment, and that these people are characters, the more I understand some people on here, but I definitely know that I've seen several content creators since I've been here since 2018, and I've seen several of them change. And again, I was just wondering if it's because we become desensitized because we see so much drama, so much degradation, so much malicious acts, so much vile behavior. Do it kind of change us to a certain extent? That's all the question was really, you know, supposed to
Well,
be.
when I got up here, it wasn't to beef, right? So let me tell you how I ain't never know I got in the hood. I thought I got up here to do cooking and watch videos, and
Thanks,
I
you.
start making commentary. I
Hmm.
felt like I was in the hood. I got to the hood. So I start watching. And as I start making commentary, people start coming. And it got real big. And you get your haters.
Hmm.
You get haters. You get people that judge.
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
That's their opinion. I let them judge. Just don't mess with my little circle over here.
No, she
I want
didn't come
out
up.
of
Mm.
And that's the way I feel. So I
Eh,
respect Jay Dunn. I respect who she is.
mhm,
A lot of
mhm,
people really don't know Jay Dunn. I met Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn know my kids. Like I don't have a problem with Jay Dunn. I don't have a problem with her trying to air out. I don't have a problem with none of that. This is you.
Listen to this.
That's different.
Jay Dunn.
Hmm.
Regina M is telling me that that's a troll page that's linked to Just Read My Book YouTube page. That's why she was telling Just Read My Book to hit the link. That's not Just Read My Book that's going back and forth with you, okay?
I don't know if I believe that, Mz.Teavalocity, because she sat right here up on your platform about a month and a half, 2 months ago, saying that she was putting the cops on me too.
Oh,
So whether it's a troll or whether it's her, either way, they got the same agenda and the same motive.
okay, baby. Okay. I hear you. But did it's all good. It's all good. I dropped the link, but that ain't so I don't know because she told me to tell her. Thank you for joining the membership, you guys. And I know some of y'all will help me. Like I said, once a month, Regina M, it's me. I'm not clicking the link because I will not be on the okay, well, just read my book. I think she's just telling you that because she thought it was a troll page. I know you and Jay Dunn don't get along. I know that, so I don't expect you to come up on the link, baby. I don't.
No,
What I
it's
do is
not
say
that we
click,
don't get
click.
along. It's that she can't stand the fact that she got up here and lied to you that day. Cause North Carolina ain't sent me shit in the mail.
Well, I just want her to click the link to verify it's her. So just read my book. Click the link. Let me make sure it's you. Once you click the link, jump right back down. Let me hear your voice, say hello, and jump right back down. You don't have to be up here with Jay Dunn, but we're just trying to verify if it's you or not.
Well, she's saying she ain't gonna do it. Listen, we ain't gonna spend a lot of time on that. Purple Peach. People
She
have a
she came up here being a pick me back then, Miss T. She
who?
was trying to be a pick me, talking about how she was getting a case and all this kind of stuff. And girl, we here in February. Nothing came of that. So she can't face her lie. She
Okay.
just wanted to jump on the bandwagon is all.
You only have to speak and say it's me. Just need to verify you, please. That's okay. She don't want to do it. That's all right. She's saying that's her, but she don't want. They just asking you to jump on the link. Just read my book. It ain't even about Jay Dunn, y'all. Not gonna have an exchange of words. They just want to make sure it's you. You keep saying it's simple. They did click the three dots. Just read my book, and apparently is not verifying who you are. I'm not a troll, and you threatened to dox me and my entire family, and that's why I called your PO. Well, it didn't do
No,
any
that's
good.
her. That's her.
That's her, because I remember that. Okay, Jamila's saying is that her. So that's what took
I
place.
went and verified. It's her.
Oh, okay, okay. Just read my book. I like both of them, so I ain't getting in that shit. But
And Miss T Velocity was saying, well, it didn't do any good because I'm still
yeah,
right here in the comfort of my own home.
right, right. So it didn't do any good. So
Right,
just
because her allegations were unfounded.
oh, okay.
She's mad because I'm still cool with Dovey. That's what she mad about.
Oh, oh, Regina's saying, I don't know, what's the troll page is in this chat under at Just Read My Book One. Please be aware. Okay, Regina's saying all y'all have to do is click. But apparently they see a troll page too. Because that's definitely Regina M then.
That's
I
her.
don't know what's going on. I'm about to end this shit. I
It's
don't
okay. It's okay, Miss
is that
Velocity. You
Regina
good.
M though? Is that really Regina M?
She's your mod.
She my mom, but that's strange she keeps saying that.
She didn't click on and see her views and stuff. That's really her. She comes under just read my clicked her page. I just went over there to check. That's her page. That's
Okay,
you
that's
know.
her. Regina, Jamila is saying that's her baby. Yes, that's our Regina. Okay. All right. So anyway, you guys, one day I'm going to have people come on the platform, and I think that's a great conversation to have. Because I always say to myself, I really hope that I don't allow like me being here and okay, thank you, baby. I hope it doesn't change who I am now. I know I have a lot of control. Okay. Thank you, y'all. Who is a lot going on? Shit in this little chat. I know I have control over me, but I just know if people keep coming after me, that it probably will make me be in defense mode. Okay. She's saying she got to explain to why it's a troll, y'all. I don't know what the hell is going on. Go ahead and explain
Regina,
to
you click the link.
she don't click links. She doesn't click links, but
Uh,
she a hell of a mod sister. I mean, I have to explain why it is a troll. Thank you, View. Hold on, let her explain. Because y'all said y'all checked it and it's just read my book. Oh, they said
Explain.
because of Miss Dovey, the reason why. Diamond said the reason why I just read my book. And I know some people took Dovey's side and some people took just read my book. Look, this is one
I
thing.
took both sides. I don't have a fight in
What?
it.
What? And that's the thing. Me too. Because
Oh.
actually, actually, the only way that Dovey was able to get there is because Dovey asked me to donate to her to get there. I
Mm-hmm.
donated for Dovey to get up there where she was. And once I saw that I donated my money to help Dovey get there and Dovey was
Uh-huh.
mistreated, where the cops was called on her,
Mm-hmm.
her devices was unplugged out of the wall, and all this type of foolishness, then that's when I had a problem because I'm like, what? But even still, I still tried to remain neutral, but I'm like, that's not right because at that time I didn't let anybody know that I had donated to Dovey for
Mm-hmm.
Dovey to get there. But it's like the nerve of you to invite somebody to your home only to try to mistreat them there and call the cops on them to get them arrested and all this kind of stuff.
Okay, well, you know why I'm not gonna touch on that? Because one thing about it, I always say, we only see what people present us. We only see, we don't know the real backstory to that. That's why I never took no sides, because some people felt like Dovey had a lot of nerve not to leave the house. Then some people felt like she should, how can you do it like that? Again, y'all, we only could go on what we see, you know. So on both ends, I saw that as wrong. I don't have anything against now. Dovey cussed me out for sure.
Yeah,
And
and I get that.
wait,
I get it, Miss T.
hold on. Nobody's trying to bait you. Just read my book into clicking the link. My one thing about it, we don't do that shit over here. So please don't use the word bait like we trying to bait you to click the link. Regina M is not even that type of person that want to see any type of controversy on my platform. She's a great mod and she's not doing that. So please don't say we're trying to bait you to click the link because of Jay Dunn up here. I don't want you and Jay Dunn to get into it. I like you. I'm glad I appreciate you support me, but please don't use the word like bait. Shit like that blow me because we're not trying to start anything. We're not trying to get it. Regina M is truly trying to see what's going on. And Queen Diva and Jamila saying, no, that's her. But apparently she sees something that's a little concerning to her. Please don't say we trying to bait you to the click the link. We don't do that over here, baby. You know I don't do that over here. Don't insult me like that. Just read my book. Okay, don't insult me. Because and don't insult my mods. Because they not trying to bait you to do nothing. She's just asking you, please just go up there and say it's me so she could verify it. Just read my book doesn't speak like
Yes,
that
she
either.
do
Yes, she
speak like
does. This
that.
same troll you.
Yes, she does,
Yes,
Miss
she
Regina.
does.
She definitely speak like that.
Yeah, she
But
speak like
let
that.
me say this.
Just
I
read my
feel
books.
like okay, everybody.
Go
Well,
Dovey
ahead.
and just
Jamila,
my book.
Jamila, just
Yes,
Jamila, please just wait.
yes.
Mz.Teavalocity, can you go to the next just read my book comment? The next one. No, no,
Where?
it's above.
Right
It's
here?
above.
Oh, oh,
No.
oh. Jay Dunn is trying. Jay Dunn ain't trying to. She not trying to
How am
bait
I
you,
trying to
baby.
bait you
She
when
ain't
I
even
don't want to be
talking.
nowhere
Hold
near
on,
you?
hold on. Just chill, Jay Dunn. No, she not trying to bait you. Just read my book. You know I ain't gonna let nothing pop up. That's you.
This be,
Okay, baby.
listen, you
Okay.
mistook what I said. What I said was, uh, and that message was to Jay Dunn. She is. That's why she keeps saying all those things because she thinks she's going to bait me into coming up here. The only
No.
reason why I did is because I don't want you to misunderstand what I said. I
Okay.
would not say. I wouldn't dare think that one of your moms is trying to bait me. That doesn't
Oh,
happen over here. Yeah, I know that doesn't happen over here.
okay.
That's why
So
I
we
come over
good.
here.
We good. Just read
Thank
my
you
book,
for
and I was like kind of
thank
pissed.
you for
Thank you,
clicking
baby,
on.
for just hopping up. It's you. For some
Yeah.
reason, Regina must see something different. Though she's saying you don't have a colon in your name or something.
But the thing is simple. All she has to do, anybody with a mod stick can click the three dots next to anybody's name. It will take you directly to their channel. You'll either see it's
That
that
is correct.
person or you'll see it's a troll
Right,
person. So
right.
I don't, it was simple to do.
He
Correct.
said,
That's
listen
what I
what
see
Levon said
verified.
though. So listen what Levon said. So just read my book. Probably don't know this. There is a troll of just read my book twerking in the beef sector. Just
I
so you,
know.
but it
I
ain't.
know they've
Oh,
been
but this
over
is.
to Rita's. I think they must have
Oh,
dropped down in Dovey's because people keep saying, and I've heard Dovey say that I keep coming into her chat. That's not me. The
oh,
person's been to
Down.
Rita's. They've been to Trace Your Lane. They've been everywhere.
oh. So you could see why we probably confused. She said, "Thank you for verifying it's you, baby."
Yeah,
You know
but
I ain't gonna
again,
let no
all
shit
she
pop
had to
up.
do was click the three dots.
But she still was for some reason. But
It was an understanding.
yeah, you can.
Okay.
Okay,
It
girl.
was a mix.
Yeah,
It
I
meant
would
no
never
harm.
accuse you, Regina. Because
Oh,
Regina, I think we're cool. I would never accuse you or anyone over here trying to bait me. That
yeah.
was specifically for Jay Dunn.
Oh,
Because
okay.
that's why she kept throwing out all those insults and all that stuff,
Yeah,
saying I'm bedridden, calling me liars. I mean, look, all I typed was that the tickets were on sale to the general public, which they are. It is a Kaya concert, a Kaya event. If people are in there, how did people get in there if they didn't pay for a ticket? The
Mm,
tickets were on sale. You have to sell tickets in order to have. They weren't all free. She
but
can't do anything. So that's all I said. She just chose to jump on me, call me bedridden, and say all of this stuff now.
no,
So yes, I did have something to say, and what I said wasn't even mean. It was
well,
truth.
we know you ain't bedridden, so we know that. That's why I don't. Oops, I'm sorry. We know you ain't bedridden, Dom. So, and
Yeah,
I
and all
know.
the other stuff too, calling me a liar and saying that I was a pick me person and all that stuff. No, I told y'all exactly what she said and told y'all where to go find it.
I,
So
I
it's not a lie.
I was there just reading my book. I remember when y'all fell out. I appreciate you coming up here because my mod is great. All my mods are great. And I just
Yes.
felt, I'm sorry, because I felt some type of way that you was kind of talking about we trying to bait you. And I said, you know, we don't do that shit. Now they do it
No,
everywhere else now. You know they
not
do it
here.
everywhere else, but Miss T ain't gonna ever bait y'all into nothing. And I appreciate y'all for supporting me. And if I don't have no problem, then of course I'm not, I don't have no problems with you. Shut the, I don't know, not y'all. We getting trolls, y'all. As more as I grow. Oh, look, thank you for verifying your troll running rampant though. Look, Regina said your troll running rampant.
Lord,
Thank
I
you. I appreciate you, Regina.
so
I
I got
appreciate
to tell y'all if for, check it out because for the most time you can tell by whoever that troll is, you can tell that it's not me. Our verbiage isn't the same. And
it.
one thing that you'll have to know is I spell correctly. So if you see some things misspelled or with no punctuation, it's not me.
She's saying don't play with her because she spells correctly, and if they don't have the right punctuation, they don't have her verbiage, it ain't her. Okay, just read my book. I was just making it real clear for them.
thank you, just
How
read.
long do
I
I
had
have to
went and
be on
checked
mute
the
waiting
Uh,
on this?
verbiage.
I ain't put you on mute, but Jay Dunn, we
Lord.
not about to go back and forth. But I ain't put you on mute. She was just talking.
No, I went on mute to let her talk because she don't need to be up here with me because she trying to
Okay,
file charges against me. So
okay,
I thought she was gonna drop down.
okay. She
well,
okay.
I wasn't going to come up, but now I think I'll pull a J Dunn and stay.
Y'all, I'm gonna fix y'all asses because I'm gonna pull. I quit. Y'all ain't about to
Well,
go.
no, it's my turn to speak. I stayed on
Well,
mute.
go ahead. I didn't say anything to you, Jay Dunn. Go ahead, baby. Speak. Just be
So
respectful.
anyway, let me just say this. So the club, because this is where this all stemmed from. First off, I didn't bait you to do a dang thing.
I
I
know
don't want
you
to be
tried
a
to, but it didn't work.
now she
But
talking
Miss T
over me,
Velocity, I'm
even
gonna go
though
ahead
I
and get
stayed on
down.
mute while
Okay.
she
Thank you
Bye
talked.
for reading
bye.
my book. Thank you, baby girl. Go ahead, JD.
All right.
She leaving. She leaving. Get your piece off, JD. She leaving. It's only on the 4th.
She got to roll
Go
her wheelchair to the phone.
ahead. Okay.
But
Okay.
anyway,
You a
so the
mess.
fact that she had to roll the wheelchair, it took her too long.
Okay.
But so anyway, what I'm saying is, this woman said that she was calling the police on me and all this kind of stuff. That's fine and good, but they ain't do nothing about her call because it was fraudulent.
Mm-hmm.
Fraudulent. Not only that, but when it comes to the Kaya concert, she talking about it was general admission. No, it was not. Kaya paid to buy out that club. It was a black owned club, a black owned business.
Mm-hmm.
Every ticket started at VIP. And then you could actually enhance your package if you chose to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Kaya did it that way because Kaya didn't want the Maddie Mob showing up to bother her
Mm-hmm.
at her first solo appearance.
Oh yeah, I
Kaya
remember
did it
that
that
now
way
too.
because Maddie Mob was bigger than Kaya's fan.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't want the Maddie Mob to storm her show and mess it
Mm-hmm.
up. So again, I don't get why a bitch that was very
I,
sorry,
I,
sorry,
fu-
my bad. But this woman done pissed me off. Cause she's still trying to make me be a liar about an event that I went to. Kaya did not want Maddie Mob to storm her show.
mm-hmm.
So that's why they closed it down and made everybody pay for a VIP ticket. Cause Kaya was thinking, if you ain't willing to pay a VIP ticket, then you ain't here to see me.
Oh, I
She
think
didn't
I
want
saw
no
that.
general admission because
Mm-hmm.
any Maddie Mob people could have paid
Mm-hmm.
general admission and came up in there and sabotaged her show.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why it happened that way. But again, somebody laying up in their bed is able to tell you what happened and she wasn't even there. It's crazy
All
to
right.
me. It's
All right.
absolutely insane.
All righty, y'all. I've been here for I've been here for 2 hours. Listen, y'all know, you like this, you like this channel. Sometimes I lose it though. I appreciate y'all for joining me. I came after work today, and I've been here 2 hours. Listen, it ain't gonna change the way I feel about Jay Dunn. Just read my book. I feel just the same. The unfortunate thing is these ladies just don't get along and see it for each other, and it is what it is. But I'm gonna just tell
What
y'all.
but Miss T
No, no, no.
Velocity,
You're not gonna talk over me because I'm saying something, and then I'll let you speak
but
again.
you just said something incorrectly, Miss T
But can you
Velocity.
just please let me talk? I like both of y'all. Unfortunately, they don't see eye to eye, but that's not gonna stop me from having Jay Dunn on my panel or just read my book. These ladies just don't want to be on at the same time, but I'm gonna give them an opportunity to speak if they want to. Go ahead, Jay Dunn, because god damn it, I can't even get my words out. Go ahead.
Miss T Velocity,
Yes.
the thing that I objected to is for you to say these ladies don't see eye to eye. I didn't have no problem with the lady until she said her fat funky ass up here up on your platform and
Okay.
said that she was calling the cops on me and I ain't did nothing to her. So I'm trying to figure out, you talk about ladies don't see eye to eye. I didn't have no problem with her. I done spoke to her on James' platform multiple
Oh.
times.
Oh, okay.
Never had a problem with her. She the one that got a problem. So when you talk about the problem that's going on, please
Mm.
make sure that you don't include me in it because I ain't have no problem with her until she tried to get me locked up because she got
Girl.
mad about a conversation on James. That's all I'm saying. If you gonna say it, be correct. Do not group
Right.
me into disliking somebody when that's
Mhm.
never a thing that you heard come out of my mouth. Never.
Okay. Okay. So let me tell you this, since it seems like you getting a little huffy with me and you correcting me, and I don't mind you doing that shit, Jay Dunn, not at all. But let's have some respect about this thing. I don't ever intentionally try to put words in anyone's mouth. I was just saying from my observation, these two ladies can't be on my same platform. I like both of them, and it is what it is. So please, Jay Dunn, again, y'all fucking pressure people sometimes to make them. I didn't say you didn't. I'm just saying apparently these two ladies don't like each other. So, it is what it is. That's not gonna stop me from liking them individually. But they not, unfortunately, they can't be on the platform together. Because if that was the case, then y'all could have just been on here without you calling her name and her rebelling and calling you names. So to me, for me, Miss T Velocity, That's two people that don't get along and don't like each other. See, that shit blows me over here. How y'all could fight with each other. And I'm just telling you how you could fight with each other and then you be okay the next person. Or you could fight with each other, call each other names, say the worst shit to each other. Then all of a sudden, oh, it's okay. We talk that to each other. For me, that's a hard understanding. So the terms I use is suitable for me. Okay? Okay?
Well, can I?
Sure, go ahead.
They're bait. Okay, just read my book. You bait J Dunn. That's what you're down there doing.
Just
Gonna
fuck
answer
messing with
everything.
I
So
see.
as a dope,
Right,
sir.
but Mz.Teavalocity
Wait,
want to say
I'm
that
not
it's two of
done
us.
talking. Yeah, chill. I'm just, I'm call. I call it. I watch everybody, so I'm letting her know she's baiting you too. That's not right. So if you don't want people to bait you, you can't bait others, and just old enough to know that. So we not gonna
I
play
see
that
what's
game like one. No,
I
is the
see what's
problem, and the
going
other
on.
one is not.
I see her keep
So
saying shit to Jay Dunn, and I allow Jay Dunn to say stuff back to her. That's neither here or there. I'm just saying for Jay Dunn and my understanding. I see what's going on. Jay Dunn, just read my book, is down in the chat messing with Jay Dunn. And Jay Dunn is replying. I don't care how she replies.
I'm not replying. No, I'm not.
well, let me
I'm
finish,
not.
please.
Okay. Jay
Calm
Dunn.
down.
Jay Dunn, calm down. Calm down.
Because I'm not.
Calm down, J Dunn.
You calling her, telling her she's in a wheelchair, she this and that. You are replying to her, but I see what she's doing. I see what
But this
she's
is my thing, Mz.Teavalocity. Please let me speak. I'm not trying to take over your platform. But I need for you to understand what's really going on so you can stop trying to put me in this.
fucking A.
The fact
Talk
is,
about
I
yourself.
wouldn't mind having a banter with her or baiting her, according to her words, baiting her. If she wasn't already 2 months ago trying to call my probation officer to get me locked up. When somebody crossed the line like that, I'm not baiting you. I'm not trying to speak with you. I don't care to be on the same panel with you. I don't care about any of that stuff. So
Okay.
the fact is, when you sitting up here saying, well, they just don't like each other, and no, this woman is trying to affect my real life. To me, she is this equivalent of AutoZone. I
Okay.
don't want to bait her into a conversation. So the nerve of her to lie to you saying that I tried to bait her, and then the nerve of you to be like, well, they both doing it. They both doing it. If we both was doing it, then I would have called them people up on her because she had hired Dovey as home health aide illegally, using her Social Security to pay Dovey while Dovey was living up in the house. If I was like her, that's what I would have did. Even when I knew all that, I ain't do none of that. But the woman's still trying to get me locked up. So we are not the same. I'm not trying to bait her into any conversation. I don't even want to talk to her. She needs to go ahead and do what she said she was gonna do. And I see her in North Carolina court if she gonna do what she gonna do.
Listen, I can't win for losing sometimes and trying to keep peace, and I don't like to get nasty. I don't like to get rude, and I definitely don't like people yelling at me. I understand you want to get your point across, but I don't appreciate that yelling at me, Jay Dunn, and maybe I do miss shit and I didn't see it, but you need to know that you need to calm down because I don't yell at you and disrespect you, and that's a level of disrespect to me, okay? I understand what you're saying. If you think I don't see Just Read My Book down there, you only thing you were saying that you went to Kaya's VIP and this Just Read My Book. Let me tell you what you did do since you asked Mz.Teavalocity, and you may not like it either. When she said she had VIP and so, you immediately came back and say, no, it was a general admission ticket and something, to really comment and dispute what she was saying, knowing that shit was going to start something back and forth. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't green. I see exactly what's going on. So yes, Just Read My Book. You did say, General, she was saying that it was a VIP. She went there because some people couldn't afford to, or for whatever reason, she brought the ticket too. I get what she was saying. You're trying to discredit her. So of course she's going to come back. Everybody knows Jay Dunn. So of course she's gonna come back, and then both of y'all are going back and forth. You say something, then Jay done. Mz.Teavalocity, see what she's look down there. She's saying this, but my thing is, I don't give a shit about that. I just don't want you screaming and yelling at me and telling me that I missed the point. I see everything that goes on here. I don't entertain everything. But when it comes to disrespecting me and over talking me, yelling at me, I have a problem with that. Y'all grown, y'all could do whatever you want. I see just what she's doing. So I know why you're answering. I know what happened over on James' platform. I was there. I know what she said up here. I'm not green to that. I see exactly what's going on. As long as it don't get out of hand and bitch corner, y'all can go back and forth. I don't care. Just don't direct your anger at me somewhat, thinking that I don't understand you, Jay Dunn, because I completely understand you. I see what's going on. I see what's going on, baby. I ain't blind. Go ahead.
I just want to say thank you for having Mz.Teavalocity.
Yeah, I'm about to get off of here.
So done. I'll call you.
Yeah, good night, y'all.
This
I
was
can't and I
Mama
won't.
Your
Yeah, I'm about
Bed.
to get off here because I done got kind of pissed off because I don't think it was that deep, and
Have a blessed
I
one.
really don't like it. Thank you, Jamila. You know, like I said, whatever y'all go through is what y'all go through. Mz.Teavalocity don't have anything to do with it as long as you all are not too disrespectful. I see everything. Thank you. I see everything
Mz.Teavalocity.
goes on. Yeah, Jay Dunn.
Well, so I apologize if you feel like I disrespected you for elevate my voice.
Yeah, I'm
But
very
I
good.
mean, the nerve,
Mm-hmm.
you got to put yourself up in my shoes, though.
Mm-hmm.
The nerve of this lady that concocted this hogwash thing and got up here up on your platform
Mm-hmm.
saying what she plans to do. None of that panned out.
Mm-hmm.
Now she trying to tell me about the concert that I paid my money to go to.
Okay.
Now she trying to do all of this. She do all of this for a
Mm-hmm.
reason. It's because I'm
Yeah.
cool with Dovey. And then for you to say, well, y'all both don't like each other. No. Otherwise, I would have did something to get her rump in trouble because you know we got all the evidence to do it.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
And
I
not only that, she 50 years old. No, she's 60 years old.
mm-hmm.
Cause Dovey up in her late 50s. So read my book older than Dovey. And it's like, how in the world do you expect me to have respect for this almost 60-year-old lady
Mm-hmm.
when she coming up here with the mess and then speaking on stuff that she don't know about?
Okay. Okay, Jay Don. I'm about to get ready to get out here because I'm feeling some kind of way, and I don't want us to, I don't want to feel this
Well,
way
that's why
because
I'm talking to you because tell me how you feel.
I respect everybody, and for you to start screaming and at me, or I don't know if your mic is up or something like that. I'm just gonna bow out now. But hey, we still good. But I'm just gonna tell you this again. I'm not gonna let nobody come up here and do anything to you. I'm not gonna let anyone. I wasn't gonna even let an exchange take place between you all on the platform. I appreciate her jumping up here. We just wanted her to verify herself. But you know what, Jay Dunn, let me tell you something, and I'm gonna make this real clear. Everybody
Hmm.
don't agree with me, and I don't agree with everybody. But what I don't do is disrespect people and start yelling at them. I don't let people get me out of my character. And I think when you think people not hearing you and not understanding you, you get your voice start to raise, and that I don't feel good at all like that.
But
Okay.
me raising my voice wasn't personally towards you.
Okay. Okay, baby. It sounded like it
It,
was personally towards me.
no, I just didn't want you to keep putting us in
Mhm.
the same block because no, this woman is trying to harm my life.
Yeah, so
I'm not
something,
trying to harm hers.
yeah, so you felt some kind of way. I hear it.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't taking it out on you like to say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I'm mad at you. No. Because the woman came up here and
Mm-hmm.
even she said that was she just gonna stay up here.
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to be antagonistic then.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Let me tell you something. Thanks for joining me. I'm about to get out of here. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. I saw what was going on. Let me tell you something. Don't y'all ever think I'm so goddamn green or slow that I don't see what's going on and I can't call it. Some things I just choose to ignore, and I was just ignoring that little back and forth, you know. And then Jay Dunn, you're a grown woman. I can't tell you what to do, but sometimes just ignore some of the shit, baby, and keep it moving. You know, just keep it moving. Because now I felt some kind of way, but I'm glad you apologized, Okay.
Yeah, and that's the
You
thing,
good.
Mz.Teavalocity.
You good.
A lot of the things that you telling me to ignore, no, because if her name needs to be added to some paperwork, I need to know where
Yes.
she stands.
Okay. All right.
That's
Let's
it. Cause she admitted on your platform. I got that video too,
mm-hmm,
where she admitted that she was trying to put some charges
mm-hmm.
on me about some
I'm not
foolishness.
dropping no more links. I'm done for tonight. Just read my book. You did come up, and we appreciate that because we wanted to verify who you are. Listen, no love lost here, y'all. I'm not Adobe. I'm done. I'm not dropping any more links. I appreciate you for your membership. As always, I appreciate you. I'm not dropping any more links. I'm done. I'm done with this shit, y'all, because I'm getting so I'm done. Thanks for joining me. JD, behave out
Yeah,
there.
Mz.Teavalocity. I'm gonna drop down, but
Go
yeah,
ahead, baby.
I promise you, my elevated voice wasn't towards you.
Thank you,
It
love.
was towards her because she been messing around up in
I
your chat
see,
this whole
I
time.
see, I see what's going on, baby.
Okay, all right.
See what's
Thank you.
going on.
Bye.
Please, thank you for the 2 timestamps I have on you, Jay Dunn. It's okay, y'all. Got. With that being said, let
The
me tell
two
you
time
something.
stamps ain't did
Go ahead,
nothing. That's
girl.
why I'm
Go
still
ahead,
at home.
girl, and ignore some of that shit. Go ahead and ignore it, baby. You ain't did nothing. You ain't
She
said
too
nothing.
old. She too
Go ahead.
old to be talking to me like that.